Hello and welcome to Team Fortress TV. You're joining myself and Bren and Sim as we bring you the final in the qualifying cups for Dreamhack Summer. We're at the quarterfinal stage right now, and I believe the game we're going to be watching is Lego. No, I made it up. Publiclir against Comfortably Spanked.
Yeah, it's going to be some pretty sick games coming up. It's going to be a grueling task, actually, for these teams to play. Wow, if you go all the way, you're going to be playing 3 best-of-3s in one night. Going to be a hefty task ahead of them. But it is for that coveted €1,000 and that final placement spot at the Dreamhack Summer event that's going to be taking place June the 16th, June the 17th, I believe. Or was it June the 19th? 18th and 19th? It is, yeah. Okay. June the 18th and 19th. Got it eventually.
It is in June. It's definitely in June.
It's definitely in June. Yeah, that's what these teams are going to be playing for tonight. We got some pretty good teams, actually. Some decent players in them.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Obviously, Publiclir and Lego and Comfortably Spank, all the PC Master Race, 4 Prem teams still looking out to try and get in this final spot. I think Happy Farmers as well.
Yeah. As
well as DD&5 Abs and Serpents, which is some combination of Russian players, including Shadowburn. I can't remember who else is on the roster because they have like 200 people on the roster, but some combination of Shadowburn and other Russians are playing in that other fixture against Happy Farmers. As well as there's another team, I think that came from a lower bracket, whose name I can't remember, but they're probably going to get knocked out, so don't worry about that.
Let's have a look. Hold on, I'll get it up. It's fine. Stevie Wonder's AIM something. Stevie Wonder's AIM School, which is, from what I'm looking at, a few Brits and certain Germans, I think, just hanging about in that team. So who knows if they go far? I can't imagine it happening because this is the first time they've signed up, actually. So I don't know. It's interesting, actually, because we have had people have been having exams and stuff coming up. So I think that was part of the reason why we had such a low turnout for the previous tournament, the third Open Qualifier. And now that people's exams are starting to finish up, people have got some free time on the weekends. We're seeing a bit of quite a few teams coming up, and it'll be interesting if there's any surprises, any upsets coming out. I can't imagine there will be, but it's still interesting to think.
I don't know. I don't think there'll be maybe any big upsets, but when you look at like Happy Farmers, PC Master Race, Lego, Publiclir, and Comfortably Spanked, there's really not a lot between them anyway.
Yes.
So it really could go any way, and obviously it's best of 3s, single limb. So once you're out, you're out.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the down low at the moment going on with these two teams? Because I'm not on the lobby page.
Skeege cannot get on the client, so they're going to be playing off client. So there'll be a short delay. One thing we should talk about is both teams are going to be missing a soldier in this opening fixture. Comfortably Spanked are going to be without Quick, same as their week 1 official in ECF12. But this time Vanny is going to be Merkin instead of Quick. Meanwhile, on the other side, Tiger is not here, presumably at work, so Larval Extract will be playing instead of Tiger.
Okay. Larval Extract, incredibly capable player. I can't remember who he played for. He did play for some team in Prem, didn't he?
Yeah, Suave. One season.
But I think he merked for a team as well in season 23.
I can't remember. He's merked for teams on and off.
Yeah. But we know him to be, he can be an absolute machine in the right team, in the right scenario. And who did you say the other soldier was?
Vanny.
Okay, Vanny.
Yeah, as in vanilla.
Yeah, not to be confused with Banny, which I heard you and thought, oh, we're gonna be seeing Banny playing in this EU team. I never thought I'd see the day, but no.
I wish you weren't such a fanboy.
I'm not a fanboy.
You just keep trying to bring up Banny as the topic of conversation.
I do bring it up. I do bring it up quite often, but it's just to drive a bit of chat, friendly banter between NA and EU. Because every time he comes up, that will, follow suit. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you would want to talk more about Vanny.
No,
you done? Okay. Yeah. So.
I'm done.
So yeah, Vanny will be the Merc on Soldier. Obviously more known for his medic play, but he's a very capable soldier, very smart player. So yeah, I imagine it's not going to be much of a downgrade really. Maybe his GM won't be as good, but he's certainly capable enough.
Something weird that happened to me as well is that like my this is completely unrelated to TF2, but I'm gonna mention it anyway because we got not much else to talk about unless you want to talk about something TF2 related.
No, I'm good. Tell me a story, Bren.
Okay, so to do this cast today, I had to get a lift from my work, and my nan just so happened to be free, so she was picking me up. She was like, "Oh, so why do you need to be home so early?" And I told her about the commentating and stuff, and she already knew I did it beforehand. And now I think she's actually watching the stream at home because she asked me for the website. So if you're watching, Nan, thanks for the support. Love you. And yeah, keep it up. Maybe we can get my gran into Team Fortress 2.
There we go. Every viewer counts.
Yeah. But that's my story. It's not the most riveting of tales, but there you go.
Oh, it's nice. A nice, wholesome story.
Yeah. Beyond that, what else do we have to talk about?
We're kind of a bit of a disadvantage with map picks, as obviously they're doing it off client, so we can't just see through the lobby page.
Yeah.
But they're on Badlands right now on the actual server.
You've got an Oh, we do have an STV.
Look at Mumble.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
But yeah, so we're on Badlands right now, but to be honest, I don't know, I find it hard because both teams, with a disappointing opening start to their season, not in the best of forms. Publiclir can't seem to push for the life of them, comfortably spanked. I suppose we got 3 points, so it wasn't a complete write-off, but again, not what they'd be looking for.
Yeah. What maps do you think these teams are going to be comfortable on and strong at?
I don't know. Publiclir will probably pick Badlands. I wouldn't be surprised. Or Process, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I imagine Comfortably Spanked will pick whatever they won in week 1. Was it Snakewater? Badlands,
I'll have to double check because I've come horribly unprepared. But I'm gonna.
Oh no, they
lost
lost Snakewater, won Badlands.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they pick something like that. You know, the pace suits Comfortably Spanked a lot better.
But can you see Comfortably Spanked taking a few rounds, potentially a map?
Not really. Like I think it'll be back and forth and it'll be even. But ultimately, even if Publiclir can't push very well, like they can just out DM a lot of people on the opposite, on the Comfortably Spanked side here. So I don't think they'll hit as many problems as they have done against other teams recently.
Okay, alright. Kato is in chat asking us to step it up because he's moaning about the match he's got stuck with casting, so I don't really know how we can spice up this pre-game any more than we already have, talking about nans and stuff. But I mean, do you have a topic of conversation you want to talk about?
I'll talk about why Publiclir are so bad at pushing.
Okay, not just bad in general, just pushing.
Yeah, like you saw it, whoever they played, Lego, in their recent game, probably 2-3 days ago, however long it was.
Oh god, yeah, they got smashed.
Yeah, and it was just, they just could not push for the life of them. Like, it was kind of even until there was an opportunity for them to go forward, and then it was just awful. It was just like, no matter what advantage they had, they seemed to find a way to completely cock it up. And I want to blame AMS.
You want to blame AMS?
Yeah, like, do you remember ages and ages and ages ago when AMS first got on a big team? I think Zebasai was Medic and AMS was Pocket. And obviously Zebasai wants to play his Pocket to play how he plays. And AMS was trying to do that. And every time AMS would take these big fat solos in and achieve nothing. And that was a while ago now. And all it seems like is that the same things are happening. Like, AMS is leading the charge and the push isn't working. Like, it's not solely his fault, but like, as the spearhead of the push, you're a big influence on it. And I don't know what it is, like, because he can hit shots, he just can't seem to lead a push.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the maps as well. Sunshine and Badlands, Process Decider.
Sunshine? Of all the maps was that Comfortably Spanked's pick?
Don't know, I'm asking now.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would be. That's it's a bit of a wild card of a map actually that a lot of teams like to throw off the opposition with. So
No, Publiclir picked Sunshine.
okay, all right, now I'm brain dead then. Yeah, Sunshine as a map. A lot of people hate it. I personally like it. What about you? I find it fun to cast anyway, but apart from when they pushing out of last is a bit of a sticky situation. But yeah.
Kato was having a go at me now and saying Sunshine is Publiclir's home map.
It's okay. Yeah. Just woefully unprepared casters. Just if we were paid for this, we would have been sacked years ago. So.
You can't fire a volunteer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty map, you know. A lot of people hate the way it plays. I like the way it casts. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Publiclir, probably going to smash them. Let's imagine it. But yeah, Sunshine Badlands process.
Yeah, I imagine so. Sunshine's a map most teams aren't really very comfortable on, and if it is Publiclir's so-called home map, then they should, in theory, take it pretty comfortably. As I can't imagine comfortably Spanked are particularly well rehearsed on Sunshine, especially since it's not even at that stage of a season when teams will be playing it more. It's probably been a long time since people have scrimmed Sunshine. I believe it was it week 3 and 4 last season, something like that, around about the middle. So it'll be a long time before anyone's really had to play a game of Sunshine voluntarily.
And after this, maybe never again.
Maybe.
I don't know. But have you ever noticed in third person how pretty it is?
No, I have really bad graphics, so everything looks kind of bad.
Yeah, okay. Beyond that, though, they're just slowly but surely dribbling into the server, so I'd imagine we're going to be getting underway quite soon, if not within the next 90 seconds. I can't imagine it'd be 90 seconds, because Sim would be shouting at me that we're starting in 90 seconds. But we will have a game on our hands fairly shortly, so, go get a cup of tea, put the kettle on, sit down, chill out for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, with these maps, if Publiclir are as good on Sunshine as Cadus reckons, then they should have that one locked down. Badlands was obviously the map comfortably Spanked took off whoever it was, PC Master Race, in their week 1 official. So we could potentially see it go into 3 maps. A lot of big work from sort of Hank, Denier, and Tom in that Badlands game, particularly on middles. And then process, I would say it favours Publiclir, but it's not as clearly.
Okay. Have Publiclir put out any more shit-talking tweets about this game, like they did with Lego, and then they proceeded to get kind of smashed into the ground, or has that not happened? Have they learned their lesson?
No, I don't follow AMS on Twitter that keenly.
you're not a massive fan of the AMS Twitter.
No.
Okay.
I only replied to the last one because I was at work and there was nothing going on.
Oh, fair enough.
It's for weekend now. No need to
Did you watch the Ozfortress Grand Finals?
I watched the first map and then the last map and a half.
Oh, okay. It was interesting. There was some nutty plays that kicked off. It was actually really interesting.
Major spoiler alert probably incoming in the next 5 minutes if we're going to start talking about this as well.
I'm not. Well, I was planning on not gonna say it anyway.
Not mention the result.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just gonna say how I was just at work with. It was an absolute, because Sundays are always absolutely dead, and I was just stood behind this counter with my phone propped up onto the monitor, just watching it and just shit talking in a chat and baiting people into arguments.
I don't get how everyone's able to watch Twitch so much at work. This isn't fair.
Basically,
Twitch is a banned site when we're on the internal proxy, so I can't watch Twitch. I can watch YouTube though, but everyone seems to be able to watch Twitch at work, and I'm missing out.
Yeah, you are. You need to get a better job. Quit your job and work at Tesco's.
Okay, yeah, hook me up, man.
That's sound advice. That's straight up, probably the worst advice anyone could give anyone. I can't imagine. They would be starting shortly, haven't they? They've got everyone in a server, they're just waiting.
Does this mean you work at Tesco's then?
I'm not confirming nor denying it.
Hypothetically, if you were to work at Tesco's, which Tesco's would you work at?
I'm not going to disclose that at all.
Why not? You're going to get
crazy.
so many more customers.
What, people would specifically come to my Tesco?
Yeah, you could do like come get your grapes and your potatoes, and also meet an esports star.
Star.
Get your bananas signed.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get sacked soon.
Why?
I'm like 99% sure, because like basically I sell technology and laptops and stuff, and it's pretty good actually. Get some good service at Tesco. And plug in Tesco. Maybe they're going to be the first team to like properly sponsor a TF2 team. Who knows? But like I don't know. Like slowly but surely, they've just been dropping down the amount of products that we can sell until eventually they're just going to have no use for us. So I just think like yeah.
Have you asked them if they want to sponsor I-58?
I will. Yeah, I'll just go up to my store manager and be like, yeah, "You're right."
Maybe we could have it.
We've never spoke in the 2 years that I've worked here, but you know, host a LAN.
Yeah, that's the first time we're speaking. But would you consider dropping 10 grand worth of prize money?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can fund it. Who knows?
So
they're all in the server.
Yeah, so this should be pretty comfortable. I mean, I see for Publiclir. This opening map.
What are you thinking? 5-0 in 5 minutes? Or?
Like, I don't know, Sunshine's never particularly quick. No. So probably like a 1-5-1. But it'll go, the whole length. 30 minutes. But I have been wrong about every prediction so far. So don't take my word for it.
I'm going to predict that Publiclir smash them. Yeah. I don't know what the scoreline's going to be. They're just going to smash. But here we go. The game has begun. The countdown has started, and this is map number 1 of the first game in this Dreamhack Open Qualifiers number 4. These teams are playing for the opportunity to go to Dreamhack and for potentially €1,000. And here we go. It's going to be kicking off straight away. Adiski taking a bit of damage actually from his rollout. Smear getting off some nice early pressure onto him. And here we go. The slow but surely attempt. Oh, actually. Am's taking a fat rocket there. It's going to crater it into Adiski, but they just completely collapse onto them. And comfortably Spanked are getting absolutely destroyed behind the back lines there. Lava Extract's going to do his darndest to really keep them up, but this is a bit of a tricky fight. Is he going to be able to take this 1v1 now? Is Vanny versus Larval? No, he's going to get a kill. So ultimately, a very scrappy mid-fight, but eventually winning to decide to comfortably Spanked CommanderX.
Yeah, Vanny just about coming out on the top of that 2v1 in his favour thanks to the shotgun. But yeah, really messy. Both flanks did a lot of work, which just meant no one really came out with a clear advantage. But we do see a much earlier spawn for Skeege, I presume that is. Which means he's going to be building it up nice and quickly. Got himself about a 40% advantage to take through to this CP2.
And
nothing to add? No?
I was going to speak. I was just letting a little pause. I was taking a drink. I was, taking my time. You got to warm up into these things. But here we go. They got so much spam. What? Did he just kill him? He just spammed them out. What is this movement coming out by comfortably Spanked? They've already dropped 3 players. And look at this now. Publiclir, they're going to be pushing deep into this midpoint now. Spanked Hank, whoever the hell that man is, he's actually hidden behind enemy lines. And he might get Ankaya here. 1 shot, 2 shot. Can he hit the 3rd? I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Ankaya just gets away on 8 HP. His team backing him up. Perez finishing him off. But this is the mid fight that's going to be capped up now.
What a bizarre series of events. Comfortably Spanked, move free choke, choose to go back into their own cafe, but they just don't really cover Skeege, who just gets spammed out. Yeah. And off the back of that, thanks to Onkaya just about surviving by the skin of his teeth, they've just completely reversed their fortune right now, and now have about 50% advantage to take into this notoriously difficult Sunshine last.
Okay. Yeah, and absolutely, they're going to be pushing him with a Uber in this underside area now, CX, as they're already just trying to get these frags. Tom falling to absolutely no health at all, is going to fall in the end. Sentry also going to fall to the side of Smear as he brings it down, but Hacked, the Spanked Hank himself, is doing a lot of denial on that Putis class, and Am's going in from behind enemy lines, trying to make that damage happen, but he's been completely destroyed. But this fight still kicking off, and they've just waited far too long. They didn't play the point, they didn't focus on his heavy, and the Uber's going to be coming out now for Comfortably Spanked, and they've got so much room to breathe. They got 4 picks CX, and they're just going to be able to push all the way into second already.
Yeah, they took a while for to get an initial kill onto Tom, and then they just couldn't really gain any position. Like, they didn't really challenge for heavy, they didn't go at the same time. It just allowed Comfortably Spanked to clean up all the frags, roll onto this CP2, and we see AMS trying to pressure them out, but both scouts combining, going to focus him down and Larval, and that's for soldier threats and a poor attempt at any sort of threat onto Skeege's life there from the Publiclir soldiers.
Yeah, this is interesting now. It's going to be pretty much equal Uber on both sides, but Comfortably Spanked, they're taking the initiative. They know they've got this player advantage, and they're pushing all the way in through that Flowers area. Atomic might be able to get some work done on the back lines, but they've already picked up 2 frags. That's P-Res actually picking up Vanny, Denia picking up Smear, so that's no demo man on the side of the Publiclir guys. And they're going to be slowly but surely trying to cap at this point now. Lava Electric on the back lines. He gets off 1 rocket onto Adiski. He's not going to be able to get this second one, unfortunately, and he's had to back all the way out, but this is the repush now. Coming back by Publiclir. They've got the Uber actually popped out now, so Comfortably Spanked forced into this awkward position where they're trying to catch this fight out. But here we go, the repush happening straight away by Publiclir, and they've got a much better Uber off already picking up a D-Ski. Can they get any more frags is yet to be seen, as they are chasing them all the way down. Lava Electric actually picks up the medic as well, a bit of that Skeege who went down there. Atomic and Ams picking up frags left, right, centre. 4 down for the side of Comfortably Spanked, really kind of beefing that push there, CommanderX.
Yeah, Publiclir just kind of like baited them in. They got people going behind them, just ended up surrounding them, which made it really difficult. But now Tom's got behind, and Tom's actually going for the back cap. Kai's firing arrows. Larval's coming to try and challenge, but he won't be there in time. It'll be up to Atomic and AMS. Tom won't be able to get the cap, but he bought his team time to set up on middle, and you can see Adiski already laying down these stickies. But that's not going to stop Publiclir. They want to come through this cafe side straight away, Bren.
Absolutely, they're really taking the initiative straight to them, as they're already pushing straight away. They know they've got a hefty Uber advantage actually with that Skeege pick, but already trading a lot of frags. Atomic going down to a D-Ski, but at the same time Larval Extract picks up Denia there. I believe that was in that flower area, and here we go, big jump forward by Larval, going to be getting off that early denial, and if they can get anything else, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. They've already got lots of caps on already, and they're really forcing Comfortably Spanked's hands in some ways with the double bomb forward. Tom may actually fall here, he tries to make something happen, but the scout combination coming out by Publiclir is just too strong, and they've got so many frags now, they can still get this cap, and if they play this slowly but surely, this is pretty much guaranteed. And actually, Ams snipes Skeege across the map with that rocket. A D-Ski with the 2K? Sorry? Where's this kicking off? Is he going to get a third as well? Atomic is on no health at all. He's in that lower area, taking out 1v1 against Hank. Hank coming out on top. But Kaya, I mean, what happened there, CX? I mean, they had Uber. They could not have popped that, saved their players.
Oh, and Denia's gone deep. Yeah, gets the force onto Kaya, drops him down to 20 HP. Now, if they come flying in, Lava will prevent Adiski escaping. Really scrappy game. We see sort of indecision from both teams, allowing the other team to capitalise. But Publiclir have somehow stabilised despite that, and should be able to take CP2 just with the pure player advantage. Tom is going for a big bombo, does get denied. Perez eats for rocket for it, but now they're trying to clean everything up. But Tom's getting much damage, but AMS has his scouts with him, and he's just able to win all these DM fights with the help of them, just combining so well. And actually, Larval's gone deep as well, going to kill Skeege once again. I don't know what they say for that fight, Comfortably Spanked. But I can understand staying for a bit, but they committed so hard, and now AMS is in deep already behind a D-Ski.
Look at this, they've already got 2 players on last, and it's literally just Hank left alive. Vanny and Tom have just respawned, however, and Atomic is the one to fall in the end. And I think this might actually put off this push by Publiclir, as they can just wait for this Uber advantage, wait for these players. Tom is spanning from the side, and here comes the Uber. They're already pushing it, big bomb forward. Can he pick up this shot onto Skeege? He's actually missing quite a few. Ams actually is Perez who's the one to finish him up in the end. A lot of caps already. The cap is already actually on the side of Publiclir. They're dropping a lot of players on both sides. 3 down now on both sides. However, Denier is on 1 HP. He's actually picked up that small health kit, which may just save him into this fight. Adiski is all on him now. Can he actually do this? I don't think so. They've got the stickers on a point. Gets up to 1 frag. But at the end of the day, it was just baiting it out, and they do pick up that round. 1-0 to the side of Publiclir.
Yeah, risky, slightly risky from Publiclir because they went as soon as they had an Uber without, I don't think Smur was with them. I think one of their other soldiers was rolling out. But they got the frags in time and they did enough damage at the end of their AMS to allow Perez to just clean up everyone. And the heal advantage was just too much. Gonna get that first round off the board as we go back to middle Bren.
Yeah, here we go. Already, Smear is actually quite rapid on his mid compared to his counterpart, and he's getting off that early spam onto Hank already, removing his buff, and that could be crucial in the fight to come. But Vanny absolutely destroys Ams, airshotting him where he stands, and that's already 2 picks now on the side of comfortably spanked, and they're looking very comfortable, and they've already picked up a third. Adiski did fall, however, but that massive advantage. They've already picked up those scouts. Smear's going to fall as well. 4 down for Publiclir, and this mid fight. What a dominant showing by Comfortably Spanked, really putting Publiclir in their pace.
Yeah, despite an early frag from Lava One to Tom, both teams just sort of went at each other and they came out on top. And they've already got such a strong position on CP2, there's now going to be equal Ubers on last. And we saw Publiclir able to clinch their attempt at a last push with a full Uber advantage, but it's a much different ball game when both teams have Uber on Sunshine.
Yeah, and here we go. I mean, in this scenario, as you said, even if you get a pick or something, it's so difficult to push out of the Sunshine last area, and it can be absolutely, well, it's time and time again, it causes misplays, and teams can lose rounds because of it. But we do see a few of these off classes, Sentry Gun being built up on the side of Publiclir. They don't want to give this up too much. Very forward lobby position, actually Tom with the big bomb forward, trying to pick up that frag onto Smear. Denier's gone deep behind enemy lines. Oh, what a pipe by Smear. Hits up 1-2 pipes, destroying him. But at the same time, a play was going to be trying to happen there on the back lines as Ams did go for the big bomb forward, trying to get that frag onto Skeege, but his positioning was absolutely wonderful there on that second point.
Yeah, really unlucky from AMS, because Tom went in by himself, effectively, and then Denier went separately. AMS was going for a counter-sack, just like a 1-for-1 trade. Didn't realise Denier was coming in, they were going to get that second pick, so they couldn't actually push off it in the end. And actually, Hanks just walks in, taking Smur down. Surely they'll be able to clean him up. They do eventually, but this is going to create so much space.
He's on the back lines. He's managed to get the force.
And they're coming in right now, but there's level 3 sentries up. Adiski's trying to get rid of it, but Perez is whacking away, keeping it healed. And now Atomic wants to push out. He's going to pick off a weak Denier. And here comes AMS and Kaya backing up their scout, but Atomic's just denying this point so well. Vanny's going to be cleaned up with ease. And AMS is actually going deep. Trying to get onto Skeege, won't be able to though. But what a comfortable push out in the end.
Yeah, they played that really, really well, actually. We got some excellent picks from a few of the comfortably spanked guys overextending a little bit. Larval Extract was making some huge plays as well. Actually getting off the fort was absolutely crucial there. And here we go, Tom, big bomb forward actually in that flowers area, and he's right on Kaya, and he's forced to pop it with none of his teammates around him. So Tom, absolutely wonderful plays by that man, getting off that lone medic, really capitalising off that positioning. Ams with a big bomb forward, going to be trying to make something happen. Not going to be able to connect his rockets onto Skeege, unfortunately. And here we go. This is an attempt now by Publiclir. Uber's going to be popped now by Comfortably Spanked. If they can pick up these frags, it's going to be absolutely wonderful for them. Ams is still behind them, remember. However, they are pushing so deep. Adiski with the forward bomb forward, going to be picking up P-Res, and it's Smear versus Denier right now. Denier really just pushing them all the way back. Actually, Vanny picks up Ams as well. I think that was with the help of with his medic there. Nice little arrow. And they're going to be capping this second point pretty convincingly now, Sio.
Yeah, Kaya manages to get out, but they pushed him really hard and Comfortably Spanked, and they had to sacrifice a lot of bodies to keep their medic alive. And I wonder if they want to go straight away for this two-player advantage. Spawn's about to come in, absolutely crushed at the doorway, but the flank's in, Tom's in, Hank's in. They're losing so many people, Adiski gets two. Skeege gets one as well, and somehow it's an even trade, but can Skeege get out? AMS misses the air shot, Adiski's got the pan! AMS is desperately reloading, he gets the kill. Skeege is running away, but Atomic's chasing, AMS is chasing. Oh, Larval even, everyone's chasing. But now there's no heals on either team, and Vanny's thinking about taking this fight. Denny's coming in the flank. They're thinking about the challenge right now, but they're just gonna wait. But Skeege is on a massive respawn, still 8 seconds left, and he's gonna get the far away spawn as well.
Yeah, this is interesting because they made the right call there, not replaying that. I think that would have gone badly, to be honest, because they had full player advantage, and only some of the Comfortably Spanked guys were just respawning. But Larval Extract's just peeking, trying to get that information in that flowers area for his team, so you know the positioning of everyone. He's going to be backing off, and ultimately we're left with a slight uber advantage being held by Publiclir. They've got about 30%. Larval Extract's going to have to back off now. He's actually on no health at all. It just gets out on absolute double digits of HP, 30 health on that guy. But ultimately, Publicly, if they play this correctly, they could really do a number on Comfortably Spanked here.
Yeah, it's such a difficult push to make though, because of just the distance that has to be covered, and you can see, look how far Skeege is back in that cafe area. So instead we're going to try and go in steadily, but Tom's going to get before, so going to try and go behind, will surely be finished off. Now it's about how many other frags they can get. But look at the Comfortably Spanked guys, they spread out so well. You see Atomic chasing this 1v1 deep onto Denia, will get it, but the Ubers come back in the meantime. Vanny leading the charge will just about be grabbed in the nick of time. He does get that Smurf frag as well, but AMS is ready. AMS wants to take this fight as soon as the Uber fades. He's got his scouts with him. Lava was already in, causing a distraction. Not too much damage though, but here come the rest of his team. Lava will go down. It's all about the next frag. All of Comfortably Spanked are beat up. They just need to convert a couple of these frags right now. AMS going to try and go high onto Hank. But now the soldier bombs are coming back on Comfortably Spanked, and Publicly can't find the frags. Finally they get one. Perez able to convert that one. AMS going for yet another bomb on top of Vanek.
Oh!
Denny's coming from a big flank though, and the scouts just can't seem to clean up Denny. They eventually get him down now, but it's too little too late, and this fight's gone on for so long that they're actually pretty healthy again now, Comfortably Spanked. As Publicly are going for one last desperate attempt, but they've all just backed out into that corner. Atomic's trying to go all the way behind. Tom runs into Tombo. Now they're able to retake this mid on their own terms, coming through Cafe.
What a scrappy fight, honestly. They're still looking to fight this as well. Comfortably Spanked are in a much better position to Publiclir, actually. That fight went on for far too long. They strung it out. Publiclir had a slight advantage if they played it correctly, but they just beefed it for so long, and both teams really just couldn't find the frags. And I believe, yeah, here we go. Here comes the repush now out of this flower area. Lava Electric going to be trying to get that early force off, but ultimately not doing much. Smear's actually been caught completely out of position. Unfortunate for him that he couldn't get out. Ants is going to try and escape with his life as well, because Hank is the one to finish him off. Lava Electric on the back lines, however, picking up Denia, and ultimately going to be picking up a lot of these frags, and really just trying to buy some crucial time for his team. But they've already capped the second point up, and Kaya is not going to have Uber to work with. Tom's already deep behind enemy lines. Perez picks up a lot of damage, actually eating his rockets from Tom, and look at this cap time, but Comfortably Spanked. The scoreline is now 1-1. That was a beautiful little push there, CX, by the Comfortably Spanked guys.
Yeah, really risky play from Publiclir, like, considering Skeege was walking in with Uber advantage, and he was forced to pop coming through flowers. They committed so many bodies to that, like, AMS stayed on the point for a long time, Lava was in deep, so they ended up going 4 down, so it doesn't even matter. It just makes it an easy push for Comfortably Spanked, tying it up 1-1 halfway through in this opening map, as we're on the next middle, and a D-ski. Go in there early. Lava's gone super high. I don't think that's quite what he intended. He's going to have to surf out. There's no roam or mid for the first bit right now for Publiclir. But Vanny and Hank have taken so much damage. Piers going to convert the first frag. They're trying to get on point right now, Comfortably Spanked, but Piers is just tearing them apart. That's 2.5 for Piers right now, as AMS is already deep on them, and Publiclir could just keep plowing forward right now.
This momentum they accrued there, that was I mean, the soldier attempt was nice, but the positioning by Publiclir really punishing because they just destroyed Tom and Vanny when they tried to jump in there. And looking at this now, they do have Uber to defend last with. This is Comfortably Spanked, guys. However, when it's such a sticky situation to be in, because Publiclir have got all the time in the world to play this any way they like. There's still 14 minutes on the clock. You know, it's prime time now for the sacking in of one player and potentially getting that sniper off glass, trying to make something happen. It's going to be interesting to see how these teams cope with this.
Yeah, I do quite like where Skeege is holding though. You see with both soldiers on that top left, the scout watching bottom and the right hand side sticky, it's really difficult for anyone to get in. For these suicide plays. Obviously if they are able to find a way through it, Skeege is closer than he normally would be, but they have to get past that initial double soldier on the right. And it looks like that's maybe where Lava was thinking about going, but he's going to be absolutely mulched if he tries and go through. He jumps past both of them, skips round, he's all the way behind. He's jumping around more, he doesn't know where Skeege is. He doesn't know where Skeege is. Atomic's coming in to help though, and they've made this a really messy fight.
Oh
They're
my
all
goodness,
out of position.
how?
They've
How does
position
that
right now, Marvel.
Honestly, Uber going to be forced now as they're already pushing into the second point. And honestly, the question on my mind is they've just got such a good trade out of that already. They're still holding on to this Uber. Comfortably Spanked in a terrible position. Dene on sniper. This is that classic little play that little class is so fond of. Big one forward by Tom actually on the back line. Dene picks up a Kaya. Was that a drop?
That's a drop.
In the chat. My God, What a gamer, really salvaging this for his team, and it's a 3v3 now. Perez and Atomic on absolutely no help at all. Perez actually picks up a D-Ski, and can he take this 1v1? Lavalectra is going to be trying to help out him as he tries to take on Hank. He's not taking too much damage. Atomic getting on so much damage onto him. Hank just does not. He does indeed escape with his life, but at the same time, Denny is going to be paying with his life. Vanny might be out of position here, and indeed he is. So ultimately, this is scrappy from both teams. I thought that was so well played by Comfortably Spanked, as Denny are really just salvaging that botched push.
Yeah, absolutely crucial. Kaya's eyes were just taken away. He was watching the bombing soldier onto him, just as Denny had peeked and was able to get the drop. But Publiclir have just out-DM'd them now and cleaned up everybody. Now 5 versus 3, moving into last. Here comes Smur and AMS. Straight onto that heavy. AMS is going to take him down quickly. Smur's gone deep, but he's made so much space for his team. Atomic should be able to clean up these 2 weak players, along with AMS, and they do indeed, and they regain the lead. 2 rounds to 1 right now.
That was, I mean, they just made the best situation they could out of that force coming out by, it was Lava Extract and Atomic, wasn't it? But by the time they'd already pushed in, even after Denier hit those nutty shots, it's far too late because they already got the players respawned. But here we go, this is going to be the 4th mid-fight of the first map that's going to be kicking off now between Publiclir and Comfortably Spanked. This is, of course, if you're just tuning in now, this is for that €1,000 and that coveted placement at Dreamhack, the LAN that's going to be taking place from the 18th of June. And here we go already, look at this early damage coming out straight away. Comfortably Spanked, really quite comfortable on this mid, if you pardon the pun. And already Smears actually picks up Tom there with the big mob forward. Skeeged in such a tricky situation there. Ams finishes him up in the end. Smear picking up Denier, but at the same time, they've dropped a lot of players on either side. If Unkaya can survive in this situation, this is going to be beautiful for Publiclir. They've already picked up a lot of frags. Big bomb forward by Adiski. Can he hit these shots? He misses a few of those pipes, but honestly, what an incredible mid-fight by Publiclir, playing that to absolute perfection there.
Yeah, you see, like, a lot of the Publiclir players going aggressive, and Kai just sitting with Perez nice and deep, and some really nice play from Kai at the end to hit the crucial arrow to keep Smur alive, then dodge all the aggressive players, puts them in a great position off the back of that mid. They should be able to get CP2 for free. Denier is now on Sniper, but I think they've spotted him out. So now it's going to be an uber advantage push onto last. Heavy and Sniper on the defense from Comfortably Spanked.
I mean, this is still definitely salvageable. 1 pit from Denier could mean the absolute world for them right now, as they are, look at Publiclir, just really taking up all this territory, all this room to breathe. Taking that, and they've got this massive Uber advantage, and I think they want to take it lower. Indeed they are. They're already looking to push all the way in. Uber's going to be popped early, so that sticky trap not going to be catching anyone out, and they need to focus down these players. Actually, Lava Extract is the one to fall to Adiski's lovely little sticky trap there. Ams with a big bomb forward, actually picks up Adiski, but they're cleaned up so many players now. Hank on that heavy off glass has done a lot of work there, just really pressuring them, and yeah, Publicly have no choice now but to back all the way out of this. They're going to be trying to hold off this second point, but Denny is so far forward already, so yeah.
Yeah, he's getting that cap time pretty comfortably, but Atomic's got him behind. Tom's going to clean him up though, so I now don't think any more Publiclir players are going to commit, but it's what we touched on in the pregame, that Publiclir just can't push. Like, there seems to be a direction, but it just always seems to be the wrong choice of focus target as they go in. And now off the back of that, Comfortably Spanked walking in the Rubin advantage to mid. They've got all the high ground. AMS is jumping out, so there's actually no real direct aggression onto Skeege right now. Just trying to buy time for Kai to get his Uber up. Only 10% away right now, as Vanny's trying to go deep, and will get the Uber popped on him to save it. Now Vanny's going deep, trying to get onto Kaya. Kaya's...
Oh my god!
He drops!
Jesus Lord Almighty, Adiski! What a game, eh? He picks up the 3K! What beautiful pipes by that man! Oh my god! I'm speechless.
It looked so good, like Kaya's surf was good, and I was like, he's going to get Uber just in time, just pop straight away. But he tries to hold it, thinks he can surf out, and that splash damage from that pill was so crucial. And it was so devastating, they were just able to roll it all the way through to tie up this game. 2-2 right now. What a play from Adiski to get that crucial drop.
That was so beautiful. Yeah, and as you were saying, Unkaya was in the perfect situation there. It was a beautiful surf away. You thought he'd escaped with his life, but no. The prediction by Adiski just cleaning him up with a beautiful pipe that just sent him packing all the way to the respawn area. And here we go. This is the 5th mid-fight about to kick off. Smear gets off that double sticky bomb. I should say just a normal sticky, actually, in the end of the day. But look at this damage they put out in this flower area. They've been forced all the way back. They've already lost Denier. Comfortably Spanked in such a terrible position on this mid-fight. Lava Extract behind enemy lines, trying to make something happen, but ultimately, Publiclir just an absolute force of nature on that mid-fight there.
Wait, here comes Tommy from the bomb. Kaya in the air, surfs away. Nice play from Kaya again. Vanny's coming deep though. Kaya Rocket whistles past his head, survives once again. Kaya's having a pretty solid game when he's not dropping.
This is...
He's got some really nice dodges. He's just unfortunately dropped 2 Ubers at the worst time. Speaking of Ubers, they're going to come in and get a frag lower here, chase down onto Hank. But Ski just also popped off his Uber, but their flanks just bust wide open. Now Piers! Ski just walked into him, the sword power! Ski just dodging, he's still alive! Piers with a pistol! Gets it just in time. Meanwhile, the cap's going down as well. They want to try and fight it, but Smur's got it locked down with Sticky. Here comes Tom and Adiski though, here comes the bomb, and Kaya's just backing away, trying to avoid it. Tom's going deep, trying to clean up the frags. It's just Smur right now, he gets 1. Denny is left alive, he's so low on health though, literally 1 HP. Atomic's going to get that one. Hank's here now as well, surely he's overcommitted. And Kaya survives once again, and they should be able to roll it into last. 2 more spawns in 5 seconds. We'll make it a 4v4 fight, could be risky if they don't get any early frags here.
Yeah, Vanny's going to do his darndest to keep them off. Tom with the big bomb forward, last-ditch effort. Adiski also just coming up. Tom still just staying alive, but ultimately it's 3-2, makes a scoreline. Publiclir take that round in a very convincing fashion off the back of that second point capture. Really well played. Yeah,
kind of similar situation where you just see comfortably Spanked just throwing everything, you know, into that fight on CP2, and just means they don't have enough resources to hold last. Like, given how easy this last is to hold, if you just don't go all in that 2, you can hold it even with like a 1 or 2 player disadvantage. Really weird decisions with how much these teams are committing on CP2.
And this is going to be, of course, another mid-fight kicking off already. 1 round disadvantage to the side of comfortably Spanked, and they're already taking initiative to them. Lava Extract going to be the one to fall. Adiski picks up a lovely pop into Smear to bring him down as well. And it's 2 frags for them now. Big one forward by Tom. Not going to be doing much. Actually, Vanny on the back lines with the help of Adiski is going to pick up on Kaya, but at the same time, Ski's has fallen to Pira, so an even trade on either side. Adiski actually does hit a nice little pipe on that upper area, but ultimately a scrappy mid-fight is going to be won by Publiclir in the end, but that was all over the place there, CA.
Yeah, 4 from Piers in the end as well. Like, Publiclir again, just leaving Piers with Onkaya. Onkaya kind of botches his surf a little bit, meaning even though Piers can convert both frags onto the soldier, they do lose their medic. But they're committing so hard to this Onkaya frag, I think because they lost Ski. Now it just meant that they could then overwhelm them. Since Piers, even if they kill Kaya, Piers is still healthy at the end of it, and that 4K there, cleaning up everybody, going to allow them to take control of mid. And with 5 minutes left, this is a great position to be in on Sunshine, because you can just make it so difficult for the other team to get any sort of forward momentum.
Absolutely. I mean, the ball is in comfortably Spanked's court at the end of the day. They do need 1 round. There is 5 minutes remaining now on the clock, so they are going to be feeling the pressure most definitely. And really pretty much equal Uber on both sides. Only a slight advantage, maybe about 15-20% you could call it on the side of comfortably Spanked. And they're looking to take it all the way into this flower area, or maybe not. They backed all the way out. But ultimately, they need to get something done very quickly if they want any chance. I mean, 5 minutes, there's still plenty of time, CX. But it's going to be interesting to see which way they play this, as they are just really just peeking and baiting and teasing them.
Yeah, they've got time to play around a little bit before fully committing, you know, to try and find that pick. But if you look at Publiclir, they are taking no real chances, do you know what I mean? Everyone on the high ground, everyone together. They're basically forcing comfortably Spanked. If they want to come in, they're going to have to use Uber to get through these doors to get at them. They can maybe walk and choke, because there's no real stickies there, there's not a lot of presence. That's maybe comfortably Spanked's best option. But with both soldiers on the high ground and the pipes and the scouts, there's so much spam potential, and they can aim at any 3 of these doors from where they're standing. And you can see now, comfortably Spanked a little bit unsure what they want to do. You see Tom and Denny are getting kind of aggressive down the flank, but again, no one wants to make that commit like that. Be that first person to commit. Hesitancy here from comfortably Spanked, but it looks like they're finally going to go free choke now.
Or are they? Here we go, big bump forward by Vanny. He's actually caught himself onto Smear, gets off 1 rock onto one, Kaya gets off the second, and then Kaya is on a sliver of HP. If they can make something happen here, now is the time to do it. They are peeking that corner, but I don't think they want to make any plays at all. They've just sacked in that 1 player, and now they're going to see if they can catch any over-aggression from Publiclir, and this might be their only chance of doing it, but Publiclir at the end of the day are far too smart for your little games, and they're not going to give anything away.
They should have either committed onto that fight, or at least committed maybe one more body. Like, they know Kaya was low. Vanny would have known he hit 2 rockets and how much damage he did.
Yeah.
That was a great opportunity to try and get that force onto Kaya and bait Publiclir into overextending. But instead, Yeah, like Kaya was hiding behind that house. He couldn't really move. He was quite an easy target, but no one was willing to commit onto him.
Yeah.
And we're just going to see a reset now. Missed opportunity there.
3 minutes on the clock, and time definitely against the comfortably spanked guys in red. They are trying to make these plays happen, however, if they've already moved in, taking out Uber Exchange, this might be the best fight they could possibly take in this situation, but they're already having to back off as there's a much better Uber coming out by the Publiclir guys. They've already actually dropped 2 players, in fact, as well, and they've actually made that a third as Larval Extract picking up Skeege as well. Tom with an aggressive bomb forward, going to be really a last-ditch effort. They're trying to make something happen, but at the same time, it's just Denier and Hank alive. The second point's going to be capped up. They've got the heals, they've got the players. This is going to be incredibly tough CX as they're looking to push all the way into this last.
Yeah, Larval and AMS just crushed them there in that fight, and now they're trying to come through lower already. AMS is in all over Van. He sets up a frag for Atomic. They're maybe thinking about going again. They do have that frag, but they're on 66% Uber as well. Looks like they want to go top right. Smur and Larval walking in, trying to bait out where that sentry is. They know there's an engineer, but they don't know where the sentry is yet. Larval's going to jump in anyway, gets boosted by the sentry, goes deep. He's now fighting on the other side of a point, gets 1 frag, and Publiclir are still thinking about committing, but it's just Smur and Kaya. They do have Uber, and they did get Skeege, but only 2 people left. They are going to have to back out when Hank's on the chase now. They want to get this force out of Kaya.
This is doable if they do this. Look at this bomb by Adiski. Hits off 1 beautiful little sticky bomb there, and he's going to really force him back. Smur actually going to fall as well. Did he get that right? What?
No way Smurf should have got a trade from that situation. Like, he was in, you know, when you just go awfully directly up in the air, you can't surf, you can't strafe or dodge or anything, and somehow hits the pipe onto Vanny as he jumps around the corner.
This is the game now. They need to make something happen. They've got 1 minute 20 to do something, and they've already picked up 1 frag of the Larval Extract. Smear falling very weak. Hams with a big bomb forward. Was that a drop? Tom on the back lines picks up Unkaya, and this could be exactly what they wanted. They picked up 5 players. They're going to roll deep, and it's just Smear left alive. This is exactly what they wanted. 1 minute on the clock. If they can take this, this is going to be golden cap, ladies and gentlemen. Larval Extract taking a lot of spam now. Tom is going to be trying to make something happen. He's actually, Larval Extract might
just
have
go to
escaped. Indeed he does. But they're just, look at them, they're just rolling so deep. Smear actually picks up Hanked, so they're made to lay the push. But here we go, it's all on this now, CX. They're pushing all the way in.
Above the door! Skeege is going to pop in time. They're going deep, nowhere near it. They do get the sentry, they need some more frags. Perez is weak, Denier and Tom need to commit now. They need to help their team. They're going to get 2 frags. AMS and Perez trying to fight for point. They're going to focus down Vanny, trying to spawn camp. 28 seconds left, they can't find the frags, so Piers is cleaning up, in comes a D-skin. But there's stickies all over the point still. Smurfs just locked it down. Denny is still in, gets 1.
Oh my god! Denny versus the wall, can he do it? Please tell me, no, he falls. 15 seconds remain on the clock. It's not going to be enough time. Tom's going to do his darndest to get there in the nick of time. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4. I do not think it's going to be enough. The players on Publiclir have respawned. It's going to take a miracle, and he falls. That makes the scoreline 3-2. What an explosive end to that first map, CX.
Oh my god, like, comfortably Spanked should have had that push, like when you take away all sort of the excitement of the hype and the clock ticking down, that was a full Uber advantage push against no Uber. Like, even on Sunshine, considering Publiclir, I think it was 5v5 essentially, both teams lost a player just before it started. What a missed opportunity. But they only got that opportunity because Kaya dropped for, what, the 3rd time? Crazy.
It's,
insane.
Honestly, absolutely incredible. It should be worth mentioning, and a couple of people in the chat have already mentioned it as well. That was Publiclir's home map. That was their pick, and that was so close. But I mean, could you pin that down to having not played it in so long, or like, I mean, what do you say to that?
I know, like, if Kaya hadn't dropped, it would have been a lot more comfortable. Really, yeah. Like, so much of it was from that. To be honest, like, without those 3 drops, if you think how close a game it would have actually been.
Oh yeah, yeah.
As I believe we have the logs.
Yep, we do.
Nice. Big performance from AMS. Lots of damage. Lots of frags as well for back of it. Mixed bag altogether, really. Like, you see, like, Atomic not having the best of games, but Perez and the soldiers from Publiclir just absolutely dominant, really, throughout this game. And Perez in this role where he basically gets 100% of heals on mid while everyone else goes aggressive, just allows him to clean everything up. You can see it in his stats, how much he's benefiting from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, as you'd expect, though, from that scoreline, a very even game. Was incredibly down to the wire, and that could have really gone either way, and that could have gone to a golden cap potentially that we could have been seeing. But you do look at this now, you do see, look at Skeege, look how many more deaths he had than Unkaya. Even though Unkaya had those drops, look at the amount of deaths that the amount of kills they got onto Skeege. 16 deaths. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. And again, just throughout it, we saw teams committing at weird times, or not committing at weird times, but the amount of bodies they were committing to what was an unfavorable fight. You saw a lot of the times Publiclir did this. Kaya always got out, which always gave him that ability to sort of slow him down.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it, like Kaya died 9 times and had, was it 3 drops? Like if he didn't drop, that's 6. That's a third of his deaths gone. You know, like
yeah.
We bring up the medic stats now, but yeah, like a much, would have been a much better game for Kaya, but they still came out on top anyway, even if it wasn't quite as smooth as they'd like it to be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is interesting. I mean, you'd expect Publiclir to be the more well-oiled machine coming into this, especially on their home turf, so to speak. But wow. Even with all those medic frags coming out, it was. I mean, that partly, as we mentioned, plays into the scrappiness of it all. But yeah, really interesting stuff. The first 2 mid fights as well. That's worth mentioning. One by comfortably Spanked, but in the end, the last 4 being taken by Publiclir.
Yeah, I think it just goes to show how scrappy a game it was when you look at it. Like, even though both the rounds they won, Publiclir won 2 rounds where they won the middle. But there was just so much back and forth. Now there was no real consistency to it. It was sort of rolling through. It just kept swinging ways.
Yeah. I mean, as you mentioned before, that Publiclir, not Publiclir, Sunshine as a map is quite difficult. Once you win those mid fights to roll deep all the way into last, it can be hard to get that momentum and carry it forward. So I'm not surprised to see this very wish-washy of results that maybe we won't expect to see at all on Badlands, because Badlands is notorious for basically you wipe on mid, that's going to be GG most likely, unless you do some miracle plays. But yeah, it's going to be this matchup on Badlands anyway. It'd be worth speaking about that. We can talk a little bit more about these logs actually before we go live, I suppose. Do you reckon we can get the map frags and split up a few of those new statistics? Yeah, nice.
I have to use 2 different windows now when I'm offering this one. But yeah, as you can see, I think what this really dictates is, firstly, both teams getting more frags, winning more fights on their own side of the map, just sort of the defensive strengths of Sunshine. And then on middle, like Publiclir won more middles. Perez, as you can see, look at now on that middle CP point, plus 11 frags. He got so many clean-up frags, getting those tunnel heals from Onkaya on the middle. And it's what won him a lot of the middles ultimately, because these middles were sort of long, drawn-out fights. And if you can have a buffed scout at the end of it, you can do so much with that.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see as well. These mid-fights, I mean, this was comfortably Spank's pick. Whether or not they feel they're more comfortable enough to take it from Publiclir. I mean, what was Publiclir's performance against Lego again? It was 6-1, wasn't it?
Yeah, 6-1.
On Badlands, yeah. So,
and I think given how even those middles were, like, what was good for comfortably Spank were their middles. Like, Tom, Denia, and Hank were particularly just a really good combination. Tom focusing with Demo Man a lot early on, just opening it up for his scouts, Hank and Denia, to combine and focus fire. And it'll be interesting to see how Publicly want to play in this one, because the middle itself isn't so big. You kind of can't just leave Perez by himself to deny everyone. Like, it's harder on Sunshine because the soldiers have to come from so far away, but there's more blind spots on Badlands. You can creep up on them. So it'd be interesting if Publicly just try and sort of have that strategy and force it to work on this map, or if they've got something else in store.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you want to look at the conversion rates as well on these map statistics?
I can't remember which one.
Okay, we're looking at the frag percentage by zone. This is nice. So you can see where the majority of the frags came on the mid fights for the side of Publiclir.
I mean, the fact that most of the frags were around middle as well, just show,
Yeah.
And also, if you look, 3% of the frags on Publiclir's last kind of suggests that like Publiclir didn't lose last while they were all on last. They lost last when they tried to go forward to CP2.
Yes.
Which meant there weren't actually that many frags to be had on last because they lost it on CP2, not on last itself.
Okay, and then I guess I'd imagine this. Yeah, this is the one. Conversion rate. Here we go. So yeah, mid fights, 40% conversion rate by Publiclir, a slightly higher conversion rate by Comfortably Spanked, but all across the board, very even. Just we're pretty much nitpicking at this point between that 3% difference. But
I think the key is that both conversion rates are low, like 40%.
Yes, yeah,
is not great. And obviously on Badlands, there's sort of a polar opposite of Sunshine Last. These rounds can go really quickly, really back and forth. And you can take middle, be at last, cap it out in just over a minute. And not just that you can do that, but it's quite common if your medic stays alive on mid and their medic dies, you can just roll it all the way to last in one simultaneous motion.
Mm-hmm. Do you think... what was I going to say? Do you think because of that we're going to be seeing a very high scoreline on this Badlands map, very back and forth?
Yeah, big scoreline.
Yeah. Alright, that's pretty much all I wanted to add to that.
Yeah. Just briefly looking at the player frag difference, you can see how difficult it is for soldiers, just by how sort of Hank dominating Larval there, with the kill difference, Perez dominating both soldiers. We talked about it on mid, how hard it was for the soldiers to get onto people, and Perez just cleaning up so much here. But AMS also, again, dominating the other soldiers. Again, that DM advantage we talked about with Publiclir.
Yeah, we saw it time and time again when they were going in for those bombs and just getting absolutely shut down from time and time again. I mean, they were effective now and again, but the majority of the time they were going in for these big attempts and getting absolutely crushed because of it. Surely these teams are going to be starting anytime now. Come on, guys, we got a couple of games to slog through tonight. I'd appreciate it if you picked up the face.
Okay, I'm going to take the stats down now. I think what's going to be crucial on this is we saw it a lot on Badlands last time. Comfortably Spanked came out and we saw Tom get all over the demo straight away. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be something for Smur to watch out for particularly, but also it's going to be really interesting to see who can win that early fight between effectively Piers as the pocket scout and Tom as an aggressive roamer. I think that fight is going to be crucial in how these middles go. Take it away, Bren.
Alright, this is it, of course, map number 2 between these two teams. This is going to be Badlands, there's the map to be played, and already rolling out quite convincingly. Look at that, a D-ski on that balcony rollout, bit of a valley area coming out by the Comfortably Spanked guys, and pretty from both teams actually. We're going to see which way, look at this, but double soldier aggression, Hank to pick it up Smear immediately, but the counter frags are there, the counter bombs I should say. Larval extract is a number on a D-ski, going to be falling extremely weak. Atomic with one shot from his scattergun, but going to be bringing him all the way down, and at the back lines, actually Hank's still alive, clinging to hope. And we're going to see this attempt now by Vanny. Oh, he gets completely, just absolutely munched in the air.
1v1!
Perez. Yeah. How does
that
he win
pistol?
these?
I was about to say, it looked like such an even fight. Like Hank and was it Vanny, the last soldier? They did a great job to convert that, to make that fight as close as it was. But Perez pistol at the end there, hit must have like 4 or 5 shots instantly, decimates Hank. But once again, in all of this chaos, Onkaya just walks away, survives, and now his team have a massive Uber advantage, and Skeej needs to be careful. You can see him moving back now, yeah. It needs to be careful of that Uber advantage, because Publiclir are going to be coming through resup hot and ready with this.
I mean, Tom is in that upper resupply area, so we can get a little bit of spam, but Atomic has walked in scot-free, and here we go. This is the attempts coming out. Vanny falling to absolute slivers of HP. He's going to fall Denier as well, very low. And this is a really bad fight for Comfortably Spanked to take. The heals and the player advantage is pretty bad all across the board, but Denier is going to be getting the better of Atomic there on that last point. But ultimately, this Spire is going to be capped up. They forced them out, and they do have equal Uber on both sides now to defend this last point now. Comfortably Spanked in quite a comfortable position.
Yeah, they bought themselves enough time, and we see Denier actually rolling out on the Spy right now. Gonna get himself in position quite early on, actually. Manages to get all the way out onto balcony before Publiclir can really set up, and now he's got a great opportunity. Behind the soldier, he's just going to take AMS. Goes to the scout, can't get it, whips out the ambassador. Just going to walk away. No, Perez just about gets it, but he actually baits Perez into Tom's rockets. Now Hank's going to get the sniper as well, surely. They've just got 3 frags. Larval gets 1 back, but it's surely not enough. 4v4 right now, and I think they're looking at like pushing. Vanny's taking this out, but a soldier's going to get a larval extract. Really good positioning there. He's going to be able to deny the cap while this Uber exchange goes on, and Vanny can't force Kaya. Kaya pops on his own terms, and now AMS has got so much to work with. Skeege is in trouble. He's solo the splash, but Rocky goes through the door. He's going to take him down. Kaya survives. AMS cleans up both. So well played now from Kaya and AMS, just outclassing the comfortably spanked combo.
Oh, wow, they're picking up so many frags. Adiski gets caught out as well. And look at this, Larval Extract, Orion on last point, and it's straight away capped so quickly. They played the frags, they played the point, they played the map, and ultimately it's going to be 1-all to Publiclir in the end here, CX. As we're moving on to the second mid-fight already. We're only 3 minutes into this game.
Yeah, just want to point out Perez on absolute fire at all points in that round.
Yeah.
Really, coming in hot right now. And that could be crucial as, again, look for that early bomb from Tom on mid, as we actually see Hank rolling out choke, Valley from the Publiclir combo. No real pressure on Jasmine, actually. Tom's choosing to go more delayed, but here comes the bomb from Vanny. Opens it up. Vanny gets 2 now with a shotgun. Tom's just walking up underneath, going to be on top of Onkaya. Gets him. Now it's up to Denny and Diski and Skeege. They've got to keep their medic alive. Skeege doesn't hit the surf he wants. Denny is trying to clean up 1, but he gets a 1-for-1 trade. Now it's a Diski versus 2. AMS is on such little health, though, running around with his skill stick, just trying to fake it and make it look like he's got a lot of health. AMS still running forward. I don't know why. You've got 9 health, Ams. Just leave.
He needs to get healed up. His medic has respawned, and, well, a very equal trade. Publicly the ones in control of that fight, however, as they did win that mid-fight. And they are going to be holding a very tiny advantage, but when you're holding this midpoint, pushing into second, it's not really what you want. But already, pushing into this reset area, they know they can catch them off guard, and here we go! Ams with a big bump forward, going to be trying to make something happen. Atomic as well, getting a lot of damage, but Tom is the one to come out on top. Picks up Ams in the end, and that's 1 frag for them. And now, Publiclir, in a very sticky situation. They've got really, the only choice now is to just back out. Larval Extra are going to be taking that spam, and they're going to just really try to hold this mid-fight now, but comfortably spanked. Are they looking to repush this from this house area, CX? I think they are. They're already pushing deep.
Yeah, Larval Extract's going to get aggressive onto them. Loads of damage onto Ski.
Oh my goodness.
both so low. Larval Extracts have done so much work. Hank will come back and clean him up now, but he just forced the heals and the combo back. Now they're still going aggressive, though. Kai's only on 84%. Smur's surely going to go down to both of these scouts, and AMS and Kai just have to lead. They do have Uber, but they don't have the numbers anymore. They're just going to have to give this up. It looks like they want to stay close at choke, though, because they can get a much better exchange. Ams looks like he wants to take this solo Uber. And there it is. He gets 1 frag, doesn't even need to pop. Tom's trying to come through the flank, but Perez is covering their back. Now they pop in. AMS all over Adiski. Can't find the rockets on the slope.
Oh my goodness.
They milked for so long, and now the Publiclir players all get involved. So many players to chase down now. Vanny's going deep onto Onkaya. Surely will pick him up. Adiski actually claims it with a roller. 2 for 2 so far. And Atomic's coming in big on the flank right now. Straight onto Ski. Perez on top of him as well. We're going to clean up everyone. Just one scout left. Fine for pistol.
No way. He's not going to get out of this, is he?
Denny's in as well.
Not. Denny is in as well. They can still do this. It's Denny up. 1v2. He's going to be trying to get that, but at the end of the day, Perez is too strong for them, and he's going to be picking up that help with the, well, picking up that frag with the help of his teammate. And what a scrappy fight, CX. Honestly, what in God's name happened there? The Ubers came out. It was a much better Uber by them. They're still looking to contest this midpoint, actually, as they want to fight it. They don't want to give it up just yet. Comfortably spanked, taking up a lot of room, trying to take a train area. But look at this. Big bomb forward by Larval Extract. Misses the air shot just, but Adiski on absolutely no health at all. Going to be falling to absolutely no health. Atomic finishes him up in the end. And they're still looking to replay this. But Publiclir, they've got the players. They've got the spawners. Ams with a big bomb forward. Going to be creating a lot of room for his team to breathe now, as the demo man is just walking in smear with that early aggression onto that choke point, and they've just really dominated and bullied them out of that mid-fight, if you like.
Yeah, all off the back of that great clean-up.
Oh,
They're going again.
Go! Yes! He's picked up the frag! Very biased cast by me.
Absolutely crushed them. I don't know why Comfortably Spanked. They've done this a few times sort of recently, Comfortably Spanked. They just sort of linger too long, you know? And it just allows like situations like that where they can just get crushed. And now they've got a big Uber going in. They will get spawns just in time. They won't have a lot of time to set up, though. They're missing Atomic here, but Publiclir want to use this Uber advantage while they have it. Ams and Perez coming in. Going to focus down this Pyro. Get 2 frags pretty early on.
They can still defend this. They can still do this. If maybe there's a sliver of hope left for the Comfortably Spanked guys, but they've dropped so many players. The stickies have been baited, and they just walk onto the point, and that's it. There we go. 2-0 is the lead to Publiclir and comfortably spanked. I mean, they need to switch something up in these fights, CX.
Perez is absolutely wrecking them right now.
He's
like,
destroying. Yeah.
On their own Spire, Publiclir's own Spire, I think in that scrappy fight, Perez got a 4k, gets another couple of kills on the way, then gets a 2k on that last push as well. Absolutely destroying them, and Ams and Perez are looking like a dangerous combo to take in as we go into this next middle. Smur again looking out for that early soldier bomb. It's not coming. Actually, here comes Tom now, but he's taking a load of damage. Piers is going to clean him up. Smur actually claims for frag. Atomic goes down as well. Larval is so deep behind on the Skeege. One rocket. They forced them all back into house here, but no one from Publicly is really there to help. Ams is doing his best, but gets focused down. Now it's Smur and Piers versus everyone. But he's so low underneath, he will go down. And Kaya and Smur just have to leave right now.
Yeah. This is what I mentioned. Adiski was on no health at all for the majority of that fight, just screaming medic by that small house area, waiting for the crossbow. But that was just a really well played fight. They knew they could take it well when they were put into that sort of choke point area in their own house. It was a great read by them, knowing that they didn't have the players positioning to capitalise off that. And when Ams tried to make something happen, he just got absolutely just destroyed when he tried to make that big bomb forwards. But you know, in another scenario, another parallel universe, maybe it would have paid off. But here we go. This is 100% Uber on both these teams now, and it's Publiclir on the back foot this time, comfortably spanked in a lot better position than they've been used to so far this map. And this is actually their pick. This is a bit of a shocking turn of events, actually. And they're just going to really be waiting, baiting out these damage, trying to get these overextensions, and if they can get a frag, what is that? That's an incredibly early Uber. They're going to be trying to trade here, but it's not really working out at all. And Kaya finally pops it off, but this is going quite badly. In fact, I don't think Publiclir are going to be in a position to repush this. They do pick up Vanny, and if they get one more frag, Dania on a literally no health at all, 40 health on that man. He's going to get out, and actually, no, this is looking even worse for Publiclir. They've dropped 2 players now, and here we go. This is the play coming out now by Comfortably Spanked. They're pushing through that main area, getting a lot of spam out. Lava Extract, the one to fall. Point being played. He's trying to spam out. Smear doing his darndest to keep them off, and he's fallen to absolutely no health at all. Point going to be played, and Kaya trying to do his darndest, but ultimately, 2-1 is the scoreline. They finally take a round. Comfortably Spanked are starting to creep up now on Publiclir.
Yeah, it all came from Atomic just getting... He saw an opportunity to go forward, and him getting caught out, like being surprised, like thinking it's going to be a 1v1, then it turns out to be a 2v1. Losing it isn't the worst, but the fact that Am's committed as well, and as soon as they lose those 2 frags, it's so hard to defend Badlands last with a player disadvantage. That's going to bring it back to a 1-round difference. So Adiski and Smur both so aggressive on these middles. Hank's going to focus down Smur, chases that kill. Adiski survives though, and Tom gets the best of Aroma 1v1.
Dania!
Crushing them from behind.
Oh my goodness.
Surely Kaya can't survive. Surely not. Adiski's on the chase.
This mid-fight? Honestly.
He misses his jump. Adiski jumps into the clipping, and Kaya survives again.
I can't believe when Kaya got out of that alive, CX. I'm sorry for screaming over you in some of these fights, but it's honestly, I don't know how he got out. I don't know how it happened. He was on 70. No, incorrect from me. He was on 8 HP when he was backing out of there, and his team just couldn't follow it up. I bet Denia was absolutely screaming at his team then. I know I probably would have been, but this is going to be, I mean, on Kaya staying alive there, it's absolutely massive. Look at this Uber advantage they've accrued. And now looking at this, if they can, oh, okay, all right, Vanny's picked up Smear. That's a demo pick for them. And they just kite this. This could be a really poor Uber from Publicly. Comfortably Spanked could be in a really solid position to repush this, as they've dropped hardly any players at all. It's Diski! Oh my goodness, Am's chasing down Denia on Sniper as well, picks up Lava Extract. This fight is still going on. They've already picked up a lot of frags. What's going on there? Ams picks up Skeege.
Yeah, Atomic and Ams were behind a house. Like Ams chased all the way through to resupply to stop the retreating Adiski getting his health back. Then comes back in, combines with Atomic. Skeeges was left all at sea. But now Hank's super deep on last as well. Kaya survives though. Obviously, Kaya never seems to die unless he has Uber.
Doc, come on, man.
This is honestly ridiculous. I mean, they're Comfortably Spanked once again. Have got them on the back foot, but this is such passive hold, passive positioning. They don't have the Uber advantage, so I can sort of understand this. But Denia on Sniper as well. This could potentially be quite interesting to see if they get a pick here. If they try to push this balcony area, but I mean, Publicly, they're just happy to build up their Uber on last now, and they're not even taking any territory whatsoever.
Yeah, no reason to challenge it. I think Atomic's having a bit of a peek out now. And he's going to realise how far back they are, because Atomic's just walking all the way to mid. Got all the way behind them. Then he has scoped up a Sniper. I don't think anyone's checking for him.
Oh my goodness.
Atomic surely should get this frag. Steals Videnia frag and just leaves. Vanny's going to go on the chase, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch him. And Atomic's just having a nice little sort of, you know, single-player adventure right now. As actually the push is going to come out. They find Tom hiding in trash, and Publiclir are going to turn it into a push off the back of that sniper frag. Coming forward now, Atomic's going to start the cap. They're forcing him off a point, and Vanny's going to come in. He's so low though, but they do have to flash a lot. Denny is in the midst, spy, just behind Sky. It's in such a dangerous situation. He's uncloaked now. Denny is behind him. Hands in the air. Denny gets the backstab. He's going to get
he missed the spear as well.
Oh
my goodness! Can Pires even pick up this frag? He's
find him.
Oh my goodness! This man, he's like the actual Predator. I'm not even joking. When I say Predator in the night, I mean he's the actual Predator from the film. He almost kills Pires as well. Almost salvaging that fight for Comfortably Spanked. That was looking so beautiful. Adiski picked up Atomic really early on as well. And now Lava Extract, big bomb forward, going to be trying to take up this room. Ams gets a nice little rocket onto Vanny. Hanks is going to be trying to make a lot of room for his team there. Atomic is going to meet him head on in this mid-fight. But ultimately, honestly, which way is this going to go? They've already capped it. They haven't actually capped this midpoint, I should say. Publiclir is still holding on to the second point. And this is a massive Uber advantage on the side of Comfortably Spanked. Skeege, if they can play this correctly, this could be absolutely beautiful for them.
Yeah, just capitalising off that Denny and backstab. And now they're coming through the resupply area. Lava was dropped behind him though, going to get the force. Oh, Vanny's going to try and chase, but I don't know how many people he can get. Kaya just go kind of low. But he's backing it off right now. Tom is still trying to chase.
Oh, wow.
So's Vanny. But Vanny's just not got enough rockets loaded. They're chasing. There's chaos outside as well. Suddenly, Skeege is all alone in trash. Denny is on the point by himself. Skeege is running up a point. Atomic doesn't know Skeege is right behind him. They're going to go and clean everything up. And it's Uber for Onkaya and Smur, but they're all by themselves. Here comes Vanny.
Players just coming up. They need to play this quickly. What a pipe! Did he just destroy him? I think he did. Uber's going to be coming up by Publiclir, and I think Comfortably Spanked are in a very uncomfortable position now. Look at this now. They're pushing them so
Here comes Tom.
Skeege. The 2K. How does he do this? I don't understand these plays. I don't understand TF2 anymore. This is going to be the second point going to be capped by Publiclir. Comfortably Spanked going to be trying to do their darndest to keep them off. This is so scrappy from either side. How is this happening?
It looks so good for Publiclir. Like they've managed to seem like they've caught all the people. Then just as they're just strolling out main, ready for this push out, Tom just arrives at the worst possible time for them on stage. Converts the flag onto both of them, both the demo and the medic, and this is going to allow them to regain CP2 straight away. And they've got Uber advantage.
Uber, yeah, this is going to be
Sticky's
so hard.
Oh, they got him into Skeege!
Was that a blind debt?
No, I don't know. But like the Stickies were above the door. And they saw him, like the Comic Cluster saw him and just shot him down.
They played the point! They played the point anyway! What is this game? They got the drop. It doesn't even matter. I think Publiclir are a little bit too happy from that, and they weren't really thinking about what they were doing as Comfortably Spanked. They just run onto the point. What is happening?
Like, there's no way. Like, they saw the Stickies above the door, so they shoot them to knock them around. So they knock them onto the floor, right in front of Skeege, and his poor 100% Uber gets taken away. Then they just YOLO at the point and clap. Now it's 2-2, halfway through the second map. And Lava Extract's going in for a big bomb with AMS. Skeege surfs it all the way out onto balcony. Great surf from him. But Publiclir have got so much point presence off the back of it. They have such control. Tom's coming in from behind. Kaya's dancing around.
Oh my goodness,
look
how weak he is.
And Vanny's coming back out, and surely, yeah, they're all separated now. Publiclir are going to have to leave. Onkaya's too weak to really stay and commit heals to this. And Atomic and Perez are just going to have to give up the fight. Maybe, actually, no, they chase them down, Adiski, with the quickie bombs at the end there.
Sorry, I'm just consuming a lot of water after just screaming non-stop at that last push. But there we go. This is 100% Uber that's going to be pretty much on both these teams. Smear and Am's going to be doing their darndest to really keep them off. Ams might get caught out of position here. He's on a sliver of HP. He is going to back out, however. He's going to pick up that lovely health back. And this is a lot of aggression coming out now. Adiski spots those stickies out. A quickie bomb put it into full effect there as he destroys them on that door area. And now they can just take their time, they can chill for a bit. 13 minutes in the clock. Comfortably Spanked, the ones holding their... They're not even going to take their time, CX. They've already pushed in. Straight away picking up that frag onto Lava Extract. Uber's going to be popped. Much better Uber coming out by Publiclir. But the question is, how do they play this? If they, honestly, if comfortably Spanked, if they play this well, this could be beautiful for them. Ams already picks up Denier, and he picks up the 2K as well. Tom's going to fall as well. Last ditch effort coming up by Hank as he's in the back lines. And he picks up Perez as well. Hank's just running down Smear. Can he do this? He's actually finished him up, but Atomic gets the counter frag. And now the Blaze and Niski just runs onto the point, but it's not going to be enough. A very scrappy last push, and ultimately, Publiclir the ones that are coming out on top there, CX.
Yeah, Publiclir with a much later, potentially better Uber, but you're kind of committed to the floor and just let the comfortably Spanked players survive for too long on the high ground, making it a really scrappy fight at the end. They do hold on though. Publiclir do always seem to be able to hold on in these last situations. It's only when they push out it goes wrong. But they're well and truly tucked up on this last right now. 30% disadvantage. They're going to have to buy some time from somewhere as all the comfortably Spanked players arrive in top lobby.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. They've got this Uber advantage and they know they've got it now, so it's really crucial they just do not make any mistakes. Smear's going to be trying to get that pressure, that early damage off into them, but I think it looks like they want to go for this quickie bomb gimmick plays. He's trying to quickie bomb the point there to clear the stickers, but I don't think there was any stickers on there anyway, and they're already playing the point. It's hacked on it, and they've actually got it anyway! They didn't even put any pressure onto that point at all. The Uber did all the distraction plays they wanted, and that makes the scoreline 3-2. Comfortably Spanked, slowly but surely creeping up with this one-round score advantage now, CX.
Yeah, Publiclir needed to do more there. Like, by the time they had the quickie bombs and the Uber advantage on last, it's kind of already lost. They needed to do something to delay them beforehand, maybe a flank, maybe a forward hold, but they didn't, and now Comfortably Spanked taking the lead on their map pick. Both all getting the high ground right now, the Comfortably Spanked play. AMS and Larval try and go at the same time. He's just super low.
Oh my
Surely
goodness.
someone can finish him off.
No way. No way.
He's gonna get out.
What?
But he's had to leave all these players. Larval's actually super deep.
Yeah. He's actually picked up a double kill. How has he done this? He's on, how much health is he on? 2 HP, and he escapes from that fight. That was looking pretty good for Publiclir, but just picking up Skeege then towards the end of that fight was absolutely wonderful. Honestly. I was going to make a comment on Skeege's movement. It was absolutely wonderful. He was dodging and juking for days. He was missing rollers. They were just trying to kill him, and they just couldn't hit anything on him, and then Larval Extract just ruins it. He just gets in, gets the kill.
Yeah, Vanny came out with a big play of his own right at the end of that mid as well to take down on Kaya, meaning the Ubers will be equalised, and because of their closer spawns, we're going to see Comfortably Spanked just get all over the CP2 straight away, but AMS wants to challenge. He's on to all of them. Skeege surfs away, but Publiclir have got quite a lot of ground out of this, still trying to go forward. Not a lot of health left on the Publiclir players, so they have to be careful right now, as Comfortably Spanked are just lining it up. They're getting closer and closer, and surely they have to leave.
Oh my god.
Perez won't make it out. And we see Tom already thinking about flanking already in house, and here come Comfortably Spanked. They're feeling confident, they don't even need to wait for Uber. Focus down Larval with ease, and now Publiclir are just being forced into the back foot right now. It's crits actually, Smear's gonna come.
Oh! Double kill from Smear! Here we go, Uber just get pops off. I'm so glad you mentioned it was crits, because my ears just perked up like a dog hearing his food was ready. And here we go, Onkaya is actually backfired on them. They've dropped so many players. Denier picks up Onkaya in the end. Ams on the back lines picking up a lot of players. Adiski picks up Atomic as well. And this could really go either way. Adiski, I think he is going to fall. Tom is on the back cap. Is he going to pick up this point? He picks it up before trading. Oh my goodness.
Like what, like that crit, the initial 2-player drop, then as they clean up, like Onkaya and almost AMS, Atomic comes in from behind, kills Skeed, such chaos, such sort of individual plays coming out, and we're just going to see this point swing straight back to Comfortably Spanked. Actually saying that, Publiclir want to fight. Here comes Larval Extract with a big dump onto both scouts. He gets one. Surely he can't get two. Misses the air shot. Denier should be able to pick up this cap. AMS fails his jump to clean him up. And now Denier is running to last.
They can just go straight to last.
Yeah,
Tom is already heading it. I don't think Ams is going to try and meet him though, but looking at this now, are they going to be able to do it? Tom is beat Perez head on. He gets the kill onto Perez, but Ams is there to finish him up, and they still haven't picked up this cap, and this is absolutely disastrous for Publiclir, and they still have not picked up that Spire. They've blocked it to perfection, and here we go. This play is still happening everywhere.
Can we just point out, Perez stops Tom jumping onto the point because he got on the exact spot, which meant Tom landing on Perez's head instead of the point. And that's how he denied the cap for now. Saying that, the Uber's about to come in. Larval is on the point doing his best. He's going to go down. Adiski does so much damage. Smurf's desperately trying to sticky the point. But there's so many players, so much health. The Smurf's doing so much damage. Atomic versus everyone. They're getting on the point. The pan comes out.
My goodness.
That's a 2-round lead.
Atomic, you can't miss those shots, lads, in those situations. I know I probably missed those shots, but I'm a caster, I'm allowed to shit talk. But that could have been salvageable, honestly. They had the players up. Atomic just got spawners, but he was just missing his shots there on that last defense. And ultimately, as you mentioned, a 2-round lead now on the side of Comfortably Spanked as they are taking this mid-fight and they are taking it aggressively. Both these teams going to be exchanging a lot of spam. Smear getting off that early sticky traps, trying to really sticky up that valley area, getting off a lot of Tanara from them. And here we go, the plays being made on the back lines as Perez and LavaLex are the ones to fall. Atomic does finish up Tom in the end, but that's a 2-man disadvantage, and I don't think they want anything to do with it. They're just going to try and spam them out of that choke, not give them as much room as possible. But ultimately,
it's crits from Kaya.
Oh,
that's why I think they're so happy. They're so happy to leave it. It's going to be AMS crits from House. They're going to use it out. They missed the first rocket. AMS going for long-range crits rockets. Can't find any of them. They lose Atomic. The Uber comes back out now, but there's quite a lot of space. Lots of distance to cover. Vanny's going deep, trying to get onto Kaya. Perez and AMS are there, though, and they're absolutely stuffing them back into this choke right now. Great play from, well, an awful crits from AMS and the rest of Publiclir, but they played the after fight so well, baited in those overextenders and crushed them at choke. Great work from Smur, Perez and AMS at that choke.
I was going to mention how that crits was basically the equivalent of like a wet, flaccid blanket, because it just did absolutely nothing. But here they go. They do salvage it in the end, and they're already playing their advantage. Vanny actually picks up Lava Extract, and that could be a lot of room to believe. Look at this damage by Adiski. He's actually picked up Smear, and already Danny and Hack on the back lines. The dynamic duo picking up the 3K, I think that was. They pick up Ankaya, and that's a complete wipe. Nobody watching that resupply area, absolutely destroying them.
Yeah, Hank and Denio able to go the entire way behind, arrive at choke just as Publiclir decide to give up the fight and regroup on mid. Just straight into the meat grinder. We see Lava actually in-house. Not quite sure what he's going for. Tom should be able to clean him up here. Lava's going to keep running behind, but there's going to be no one for him to catch out, and that's going to leave Publiclir short on last as well as short on Uber.
They're going to be pushing all the way in with this advantage now. CX, as we do see them, they do have this Uber. They're going to be playing it straight away. The blazing straddle strategy coming out as they just Uber 2 scouts in. Already going to be playing that point, going to be trying to bait out the stickies, but it's not. It's too late actually. Perez is on the point on the heavy, and they might have actually beefed this as they're looking at these frags they've got. They've already picked up 4 players, and now Skeege is going to try and escape with his life. He's on absolutely no help at all, trying to run out of that trash area. Vanny picks up Smear as they did overextend a little bit, but Atomic may actually pick him up in the end. I think he may or may not. He's on 70 HP. He's trying to escape. He's got out. Yeah, okay.
Vanny bought so much time there, like getting the frag onto Smur, delaying Atomic. And now the health's not great for Lava and Atomic. The only players on this actual cap. Atomic goes down, and they're going to have to back it up right now. Denier on Spy, as well as player advantage, means Kaya might have to watch out for us. They might go for an attempt onto his life. But they do have that heavy up. That will help deny anyone getting aggressive, but Denier's already ghosted in behind.
There's no stickies on last, so I mean, Lava Extract, they're pushing?
They're pushing. Lava's on last. Denny is behind the point, a Spy on last.
Could he make a play here? He spotted him. What? He goes for the jumping backstab. He didn't play off. It's a cute attempt.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. There, here we go. Uber going to be popped by both these teams. On the second point, I think a slightly better Uber may be coming out by the Comfortably Spanked guys, but Vanny is actually on no health at all. He's going to crater in the end, and Am's just really going to be holding that high ground. Look at Atomic! Look how deep he is, just running them down. Hank and Skeege going to be paying with their lives at the end of the day. Smear going to be trying to get off that damage already, picking up a D-ski as he did get the bomb forward, trying to frag on Kaya. And CX, this is honestly still completely doable for them. 2 rounds is very easy on Badlands when there's 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Tom's sort of stuck behind on low HP as well, but I think they've got him in check. They forced him back. Tom's now coming to house, but Label should be aware, but Label turns away at the wrong second. Tom's into Kaya.
Oh my goodness, oh my god!
Kaya on 11 HP, walks through, they're trying to pistol him down from long range. They don't connect though, Kaya survived. What a near blunder from Publiclir. They knew Tom was there, but they somehow still let him get off a free bomb and almost pick their medic. But crucially, he doesn't go down, meaning they have Uber advantage. Right now, 2 rounds down, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. They need to convert in this push at the first attempt, really.
Yeah, we have seen some scrappy pushes and we have seen some weird plays happen, and we'll soon see if they, Publiclir guys, if they manage to make something happen, is going to be beautiful. They've missed the stickies. Oh, Kaya just pops his Uber in time, and this Pyro Denial could put in a lot of work, actually. Denying this point, they haven't focused down the sentry. It's only level 1, but it's still putting in a lot of work, and they've already dropped a lot of players. 2 down now on the side of Publiclir. They're rushing behind this point, and the Uber's just come out now by completely Spanked, and this is looking disastrous now. Look at these frags, already picking up a 5k. Pires with the only man left alive, and he's going to fall. Indeed, he does. What a disastrous push.
Did Denier get 5?
5 kills?
Denier got 5.
What on Engineer?
On Engineer, he got 5. He got 5. Okay.
That's what happens when you don't focus on a sentry, and then he was shotgunning them down as well at the same time,
wasn't
he?
2 with shotgun, 2 with a sentry gun, and 1 with pistol.
Wow.
How to throw away your chances of winning a map? Lose 5 people to a level 1 sentry and an engineer. Wow, Lubered.
Honestly, part of it was as well that much better Uber coming out by the completely Spanked guys. It's going to be a little of a back cap attempt by Ams here, but it's really all going to be for naught, as they've already capped it. Or have they? They actually got a nice little block off. Lava Electro doing his darndest, but it's not going to be enough. They have capped it. Vanny picks up a nice little kill there. Atomic finishes him up as well, but they are going to be paying with their lives, and it's just Skeege left alive. He's going to be trying to back all the way out, and indeed he has got out of his life. But this mid-fight, 1 minute, 40 seconds remaining. Is this still doable, CommanderX? Can they still achieve this this golden cap that they so desire?
I think given how scrappy that fight was, it just means it's going to take them a long time to regroup onto this CP2. Skeege is also going to have Uber for this last defense as well. So they'd somehow have to drop Skeege. The time's just against them, it just doesn't work out, essentially. And it's just too much to do and not enough time to do it. And yeah, both teams win their map pick. Yeah, I think it's safe to say now with only 1 minute and 15 seconds left. And we will be going to a 3rd map after this.
Okay. So the 3rd map was Process, wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, actually. This is going to be a last-ditch effort coming out by them as they are running the vaccinator, but this Uber is doing absolute bits now to deny them. They've already dropped 3 players. 4 players make that with 55 seconds remaining. I think that's GG, as we mentioned. Yeah, this is going into the realms of impossibility. So we are going to be seeing Process as the 3rd map, and the winner of that will move on to the, I believe, the semi-finals.
Sorry, I was just looking at the replay of that Denier sentry gun spot, just putting it in bottom left and the scout just walking into it. But yeah, going to the 3rd map in this quarter-final game. It's going to be all to play for, and both maps have been really tight as well, so it's going to be really hard to call.
Beyond that, I guess you could talk about the logs while I go to the toilet quickly.
That does not seem like a fair deal, but okay.
Well, 10 seconds time, you can talk about them while I run. I promise I'll be quick, you know, I'll be in and out, don't worry.
Okay, so yeah, we have a log up as random DM just happens in the background, finally ticks that. That will be the map. Once again, AMS top damaging by quite a distance, and you just see that combination, AMS and Pires absolutely stomping them. But of course they did lose. So that powerful combo didn't actually come into play. I guess, really, it's quite hard to say. Like, it's just a really good team performance, really, from Comfortably Spanked, you know? Like, they didn't have anyone as a really standout player. Like, Denier and Hank had their moments, particularly on that big flank and that last defense. But it was such a messy game. And I think a lot of AMS and Pires's, like, good stats came from those early rounds where they were just crushing them. Really hard to really pick a difference in this. Like, it all comes down to sort of the individual moments rather than any individual player. Again, with the medic stats, not a lot to really choose from. Again, we see more Ubers coming out of Skeege, and they do have actually convert this into rounds this time, unlike last time. It's interesting to see Vanny getting slightly more heals. Well,
I have returned. Hello.
Yeah, just looking at the heal spread and seeing like Vanny's basically playing like a hard pocket. Like, we noticed he was running shotgun to varying degrees of success, but he's playing like a hard pocket, whereas AMS is playing a lot looser, basically letting Smur and Pires get all the heals. But it didn't work out. Like, we were just looking at the logs. I don't know if you've got the first page up, but AMS and Pires stomped them and then lost by 2 rounds.
Yeah, Smear taking the heals is very interesting to me. We do see these maps as well. Well, basically the mid fights being won, so you do see the only 2 rounds that they really took were when they won the mid-fights, wasn't it, for Publiclir? So the first 2 mid-fights when they were really showing actually quite a dominant force, but I think eventually Comfortably Spanked really clocked their playstyle and punished them for it quite heavily on these mids. And ultimately, as we said, we were expecting quite a scrappy game, and we were expecting the teams to win these mid-fights to just roll straight onto last. So no, I'm not entirely unsurprised.
Yeah, let's look at some of the more, what's the word? Difficult to look at stats. Difficult to understand stats.
Difficult to understand.
Yeah, so it's sort of a frag difference. And once again, it's weird. You see, on these middles, same as on Sunshine, Perez is absolutely dominant. Like, just so good. And we also see, surprising, a lot of frags on last. Actually, I want to see is it the map? I always forget which one I want. That one, yeah. Like, look at that divide. Like, no one's staying on Spire, really, for large periods of time. Lots of scrappy fighting around last and middle. And Spire's just, I don't know, just scenery as you go from one point from middle to last.
Yeah, we didn't see any fights actually at all, really, kicking out. There was a few that come to mind, but at the end of the day, it was all really just either team pushing into last or either team pushing into mid, It was, never really got to that point, but I guess Badlands, that kind of map, I suppose, you're not really, I don't know really by it. I guess...
I think the nature of Spire is, like,
yes.
it's quite long, so you can kind of, if you lose 1 or 2 people, you can kind of call it quits then and there without having to commit other people so far.
Yeah.
So you end up, unlike on mid and last, where we see people sort of going all out, essentially. Some really scrappy fights where, like, 10, 11 players die in one fight. But on Spire, it's a bit more calculated. Obviously, again, pushing out. If you lose one person pushing out, you just call it quits there. You don't commit.
Yeah. Safe to say, yeah, just the winner of these mid-fights, just winning the game overall, I suppose. But are there any other logs we can look at? We can look at the PvP kills. I don't know if we've looked at that yet.
Oh,
we can look at this, actually. Yeah, conversion rates is good. Yeah, let's keep it on this.
Yeah, again, not a lot, really, of success. Do you know what I mean?
From
low
both sides,
rates.
Yeah, low conversion rates.
Like, what's this? 2 out of 5 for Publiclir, and 50-50 for Comfortably Spanked, 4 out of 8 attempts on last. And again, you can see the mid stats, like, mid was exchanged so many times.
Yeah, it really was just a massive contention point. You could see that from the previous logs that we were looking at.
What's interesting as well is how Publiclir, like, outside of those 2 rounds they got, it took them so much to get past mid, and you saw it especially in that last sort of period of the game. Once Comfortably Spanked had their advantage, they just made it super difficult for Publiclir to get all the way back.
Yeah, I mean, as we mentioned before, Publiclir, they really struggle with pushing. This whole concept of pushing, really, as we did see in the Lego game. Whether or not they can make amends to that is yet to be seen. But I mean, whose map pick was this? It's just the remainder of what's left. Yeah. So out of the banned maps, that would make more sense. Brennan, come on, pick it. Look, I can't even speak. Please save me, save me, CommanderX.
Probably the PvP kills and Perez stomping on kids once again.
Yeah, Perez has been like, honestly, they need to do something about this guy, because he is, as you mentioned, he's eating a lot of these heals on mid, but he's putting in absolute bits. He's an absolute monster when it comes to it, honestly. Picking up these cleaning up these frags, putting in a lot of damage as well on these mid fights from what we can see, so he's definitely the player to look out for here. But it's honestly, just his aim's on point, and I noticed this as well in the other game. Even though it was a bit of a roll in the Lego game, he was still putting in a lot of work. And I think the only round I should say, that they won against Lego on Badlands was when he 1v3'd Lego and just ran all the way to last. So, he's a good gamer. He's a good gamer. I'd rate him pretty highly.
I want to click on the other one. I don't think we've shown this one yet. Uber. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this is interesting because you can see that there are better Uber exchanges coming out by the side of Comfortably Spanked. What would you really pin that down to? Is that because they like to go with these solo Ubers?
I think these stats are kind of misleading, because AMS and Perez's Ubers have been better when they've been in combination. But I think, whoever is Ubering from a Comfortably Spanked side, a Atomic, AMS, Larval, all have a tendency to go for these big flanky plays, which means they die during Uber, but not because of the Uber, which leads to a little bit, of sort of, I guess, misrepresentation on the stats. Because really, I don't think complete Spanked Ubers weren't that good at all.
Yeah.
And you can see it, it's slightly higher deaths post Uber. But the big thing that really stands out is all these numbers are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
There's really not a lot in it. It's also high numbers as well. Like, it's really scrappy. There's not a lot of using Uber to gain territory. It's just sort of, let's Uber, let's kill things. Things will happen afterwards, and let's hope they happen in our favour.
That's the TF2 we all know and love, yeah. But it's going to be interesting. I think what are the players saying in here? Skij left his food out 1 minute. So I think we're waiting for Skij to eat. I'm not too sure. Who knows? Who knows what's going on?
Why is everyone spamming about wizards? I'm so confused.
Only the chosen wizard can wear this hat. That's an interesting little Twitch chat comment there. Well done, guys. Good job on putting that together. Fair play to you all.
Yeah, really, props to the design team.
Props to the design team on that one, yeah. Nice one.
So yeah, we're going to go to this third map, and that makes it all to play for, really. Like, it's been so close, so scrappy. I'd say Publiclir are probably better at process. Probably. But, yeah. But we're going straight into it, so let's see. Obviously, oh no, it was a fake.
It was a fake.
I got baited.
Trolled.
But yeah, it could really go either way.
It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. The game has kicked off. Or has it for the second time? They bait us once again. Why are they doing this? Please don't. Here we go. The countdown has begun for the third time. Come on, this time. This time they're going to be rolling out. Here we go. And as you mentioned, the third map, the winner of this goes to the semi-finals, and it's going to be pretty much a lot on the line here. They are playing both these teams for €1,000, a placement at the Dreamhack summer tournament that is going to be kicking off on June the 18th. Beyond that, Smear, look at how much destruction he is taking on that mid-fight. He's going to get arrowed up, but that's going to put a dent in Publiclir's really in their push altogether. He's getting off a lot of spam, trying to make something happen here. But ultimately, Denia runs out sniping to mid, and it's really paying off, already picking up P-Res, the complete dominant force that was showing on these mid-fights. And we'll see if Publiclir begin to crumble, and they've already dropped another player, losing both of their scouts. Oh. Denia picks up on Kaya! What?
Such an important frag. Yeah, you saw it as well. It's like, I feel like Publiclir didn't actually see Denia for a long time because they seemed happy to take the slow fight, and then Denia pops ahead. Larval tries to go in deep on him, but we see Vanny making the swap up to Scout as well. It's actually AMS going for a deep solo bomb. Focused down by Hank, unnecessary now from AMS, completely separate from his team. And just completely in control right now, comfortably Spanked.
And this is going to be Uber that they're pushing in with CX as they're looking to take this room. They're going to see if Denia can get these frags as he's already peeking it slowly but surely, and they're going to be met head on with Larval Extract, and he may actually fall. He's on absolutely no health. They're going to be focused down that centre, and indeed they do. Getting that pick onto Larval Extract at the same time. They're going to be trying to kite them round Publiclir, doing their darndest to keep them on the point. They're doing a bloody good job of it so far, but at the same time the combined efforts of Comfortably Spanked has really just proven far too much for them, as they've already won that fight. Or 1-0 is the scoreline. With only, how many minutes are we in? Not even 2 minutes into this game.
Yeah, complete devastation. Like, that sniper caught them by surprise on mid, and they never really recovered. And then AMS's sort of solo attempt on CP2 just sort of sealed their fate. Good Ubering for Comfortably Spank, and they convert it nice and quick. Now we see Larval going quickly. We do see Denia on Sniper, Vanny on Scout again. Going to get the high ground. Larval's going all the way behind, but Hank's watching him. And Larval's going to run into him there, but Larval gets the frag. Vanny's gone behind to deal with him now, and will get it. But that's taken a lot of players away right now.
Denia picked up P-Res. This could be huge, CX. I'm sorry to take it away from you, but he's been an absolute monster on his mids, and I think they're finally starting to realise it. And here comes the plays. Ams is the first to go down. 2 quick shots by Vanny. Make that 3 as he picks up Smear as well. And Kaya, the chase is on, and he gets completely destroyed. Adiski's going to be stealing that frag away from his good friend there. Oh no, it's actually Tom that did pick him up there. However, looking at this, CX, 100% Uber that are going to be pushing in now. This is looking really tough for Publiclir.
Yeah, great scout play from Vanny throughout that mid. Like, I thought going all the way back to clean up lava was a bit of a mistake, but Publicly really don't capitalise on it, so Vanny's able to come back in. Good aim, good shots, cleans up a couple of frags, Denny gets one as well, and I feel like Publicly need to up the tempo against this sniper, because right now they're just playing into Denny's hands. Atomic just runs in and trades with him, runs out as well, 1 HP!
How?
The Uber comes in. What a mess. They're going to push anyway, despite losing their sniper. They deal with the sentry. Stickers all over the point, though. Vanny's going deep up top behind. Adiski's caught in super deep as well. I don't think they'll be able to get out of it. Ski's just trying to run out, but he runs into Atomic. And Publiclir just destroy them there. Such a weird choice to commit to that fight. Well, maybe
Atomic,
not to commit to that fight.
Yeah, no, Atomic getting out of there
bad.
was lovely from him. And looking at this now, look at Denia. He's on that coveted little sniper off class. He's going to be looking to uncloak around that corner, and here we go. And Kaya doesn't even suspect the feet! He just picks it with absolute ease, and his whole team, they're pushed all the way so deep, they don't even realise, I mean, they can't even go back for him as well, and this is creating so much room. They've got the heals now, comfortably Spanked, can take this any way they want. Denia has been spotted by Smear, but Smear's missing his pipes. He picks up one lava extract, finally going to be finishing him off, but the fight is still kicking off, and look at this, they're getting absolutely crushed. Perez on the backlines finally goes down to Vanny, but at the same time, at what cost? Look at how many players they've dropped, CommanderX.
Yeah, absolutely a chaotic fight there. Like we said, we talked about it before, like 9 players dying in that fight. Over, not a lot really, like they all committed onto Skiege, they caught him in a bit of a weird position. Again, are going to allow Kaya to get this Uber advantage up. But all these fights are so scrappy and so chaotic, neither team can really gain too much momentum.
This is, this is interesting because both teams now are having this, well, actually, it's quite a massive Uber advantage they've worked up. It was pretty much equal, I think. Oh, no, they had a slight advantage, but they've built up a hefty advantage now that Publiclir can potentially work off here. It's going to be about 30%, and comfortably Spanked only just building it up, so depending on which way they take this, could be absolutely beautiful for them, but this passive hold by the side of comfortably Spanked, and Denia on Sniper as well, just watching it, just literally with his golden eyes, just looking up on the horizon, looking for those frags. And I don't know, did they even want to play this? Yeah, they popped straight away in, CommanderX.
Yeah, AMS fluffs his jump, meaning he can't get as aggressive as quickly as he wants to, and they basically trade the Uber for point presence there. They get one soul frag onto Tom, but all this has done is really bought Skiege time to get Uber up, but they are in a difficult position. Tom dying is going to delay them, meaning Publicly have loads of time to set up, ready for this push. They do bleed Atomic into them though, and looks like they're keeping Denia on Sniper for this push out. Questionable choice from the company Spank team, as it looks like Vanny and Adiski are going to be leading the charge, and it's actually AMS going deep behind onto Tom.
Oh my goodness, no. He's going to go for the back cap, but he's going to have to take this 1v1 against Tom at the same time. They do pick up the frag, and this fight is kicking off on the second point. 3 frags already. Adiski the one to pay of his life, however. But this is so much room to breathe now. It's comfortably Spanked. They're just walking all the way in, and look at all this damage they're putting out, trying to get these scatter shots onto Atomic. He's dodging and juking for days. He's actually doing a bloody good job of it, and I think he may... Oh no, he doesn't. I spoke too soon. Tom just snipes him with that rocket, and this is going to be the mid-fight. Capped up, the mid-point, I should say, capped up now by the comfortably Spanked guys. They got a lot of room to work with. Still no Uber advantage, but Denia on Snipers are forced to be reckoned with.
Yep, it's starting to get to the stage now, sort of 7 minutes in. They're now aware of the setup. They know what Denia is going to be doing, so they can at least prepare for it. And it looks like that's why they want to go through this PC area. We see Smur already moving that way, but Kaya and AMS actually going to stay in that choke, and Denia's actually rotated position. They're going to use that as an opportunity to come in. Tom comes in deep though, tries to go behind. Gets taken down, but they don't lose anyone else, and they actually have Uber now comfortably Spanked. They Uber back in. AMS going to take on the scout. Nice rockets from AMS to keep him down, and both soldiers are behind right now. They do lose on Kai, but they've gotten completely surrounded right now. Publiclir just tightening the noose. Only Hank left alive. Surely they'll clean him up. Great play from Publiclir, exploiting the fact that Denny's a sniper and just throwing people behind him, knowing the flank's going to be under-supported.
Absolutely, yeah. Really well, not well read by them. It's pretty textbook plays by them, but it was impressive nonetheless how they just really exploited that weakness. I mean, I suppose Denia was getting a little bit too comfortable on Sniper there, so they have to do something about it. And here we go. The fight's still kicking off already. Both these scouts on the side of Publiclir are taking a lot of damage. Adiski going to be picking up Atomic in the end. Perez probably going to be making it out of his life as he is already on that mid-fight, but this is room to breathe now. As comfortably Spanked, they're already moving all the way in. Smear's going to be doing his darndest. Look at Denia, slow peeking around that corner, gets off a fat 150 onto Smear. He's going to be arrowed up, but Hank doesn't give a heck, as he's already just two-shotted him to pieces. Pires so far forward, still on full health, going to be trying to make some plays up, and Lava Extract on the back lines. Is that a 3k from that man? What in God's name? What? What?
That huge flank from Lava, again exploiting the weaknesses in their flank to get that 3k. But Denia in the chaos just gets juggled forward into Onkaya, pulls out the SMG and just goes berserk on him. End up trading meds, but Publiclir gained the ground off the back of it. And what a chaotic fight. Somehow Publiclir out on top, but it looks like they've kind of gotten this sniper thing figured out and are just busting open the flank from comfortably Spanked again and again.
I don't understand TF2. I mean, I never understood it in the first place, but this is just confusing me even more, as we do see Denia still on sniper, trying to make these plays happen, CX, and they've just completely just figured them out. They've clocked them to pieces. Thomas caught out Lava Extract. He's going to be after the back all the way out. They're building in this lobby area. They've got so much room to breathe comfortably, Spank, but at what cost? They're being pressured all the way back into this last point. It is going to be equal Ubers on both sides. So, yeah, who knows? It could go either side.
Yeah, don't forget though, they're still in the lead comfortably, Spanked, as we sort of hit the first third of this game gone by. And they are notoriously bad at getting these last pushes. And it looks like they're going to try and go through rollout, but that's exactly where Denia's looking. They're going to have to find another way in, but Adiski's got this lobby area locked down. We're going to burst through now, try and catch him. AMS on the chase, but he's got heals with him. There's a sentry gun as well on last, actually. It's going to be a difficult one for Publiclir to push without getting a clear advantage first.
They are going to struggle, but look at Tom. Oh, okay, sorry, no. I thought Tom was going to go for attempts, but he's just backed all the way off. So yeah, once again, 100% Uber being held by both these teams, and although, you know, comfortably Spanked are on the back foot, they do have these, they're very comfortable with these off-class roles. Denia on sniper, it makes it so difficult to push into any angle. They're just really happy to just leave him to one side of the map and leave him to his own devices. And not to mention that sentry is going to be doing absolute bits to hold them off, CX. Look at that though, they've caught out Denia.
Yeah, there we go. AMS going to claim that one. There's still stickies in the lobby area though, we have to be careful. They will find them eventually, but it looks like they just want to go off on that one pick. We'll need to get the sentry as well. AMS sees it though, spams it down. This is pretty good for Publiclir so far. They're getting deep without using it. Smurf's kind of low. They're going to focus down on D-Ski. Ski just there to save his demo man. And they've crushed the flank in the midst of it. Lava and Atomic go down. AMS is stranded behind. Surely they'll kill him. He tries to surf out.
Oh, what an arrow.
Yeah, great play. But they lose Smurf. Hank is behind. Difficult situation right now for Publiclir. They've got to fight both sides. And Pires knocks down Hank. And that will allow him a safe exit, but not a lot more.
It's just going to be honestly difficult. I mean, Publiclir, they don't have an Uber to work off. Only about 10%, and they're still taking this fight into Suro, actually. They may get this frag onto Denia. Denia is in a world of hurt, and he's eventually going to fall to Ams, and Pires going to be picking up that frag. But Adiski gets the trade onto Atomic. What the hell? And here we go. Publiclir, they want to push all the way in. Adiski, I think he's been caught out of position. Lovely surf by him, trying to make some plays happen. Lava Extract actually going to be paying with his life, but look at this spam. Skeege on a sliver of HP, but there's so much damage on both of these teams. They're just scared of each other. Pires is on an 8-kill streak. This man is unstoppable on absolutely no health at all. Going to be backing off, getting those crit heals. Really, they did stave off that push for now, but you know, it's still back and forth.
Real missed opportunity there. Like in the midst of that fight, Tom was able to get all the way behind, sets up a big flank, does the skip jump behind the Publiclir team at Choke, but just goes a bit too fast and ends up back in front of them again. Not able to get too much, like gets damage onto Kaya, but not the frag. And that's going to mean the Ubers will stay the same, but we have Denia on sniper.
Denia has been causing so many issues for them, honestly, it's actually ridiculous, and his positioning as well, just make sure that nobody's going to be walking out of that sewer area. As soon as they peek it, the reaction times on this guy are absolute top notch. I mean, they're not going to be escaping with their life whatsoever. We do see Publiclir, you know, they're trying to basically exchange some spam, trying to catch one player out, and Ams is the big bomb forward as he caught Skeege out. I don't know, but here comes the Uber, he popped, and Kaya's actually dropped him, forcing their hand a little bit, and here we go. Uber's going to be being played now by comfortably Spanked, and they're in a bit of a sticky situation themselves, actually, as they're still holding this choke area. Denia going to be trying to make something happen. Oh. Big bomb forward by Lava Extract. He actually picked up the frag onto Skeege. What is this man made of? And here we go. The fight still kicking off. He picks up the second kill onto Tom. Pires on a 9-kill streak. Adiski going to be bringing down Lava Extract finally. Atomic as well going to be bringing down Hank. And at the same time, Perez is hunting for more. This man is just searching and destroying. Denia just might escape with his life or not. Perez is unstoppable. You cannot stop this man. An absolute force of nature in this game. Throughout all of these games, in fact, really just being the backbone, if you like, for the pushes of Publiclir.
Yeah, such good play from Lava in that as well. Like, absolutely, he just made that Uber look silly. Like, that was an Uber push in from Comfortably Spanked, and Lava just made him look ridiculous. And now they're going to roll it all the way to last. Vanny and Hank focus down straight away. Lava in on the flank again. He wants Denia. Surely he'll be able to get Denia. No, it doesn't matter. The rest of his team have come in, save the push, and that's 1-1 right now. And huge plays just from Lava and the scouts from Publiclir.
Perez has 3 DOMs. 3 DOMs, and I think Comfortably Spanked, they have clocked it. They need to focus down Perez. Denia on Sniper is doing a lot of work, and I think they're actually choosing to not roll out with Denia on Sniper. They're choosing him on Scout this time, so we will see if they can potentially take this mid-fight, but it's really, the ball is in both sides of court now, as we do see neither side really taking the aggression. Denia going to be taking that upper area, but look at this spam, big bomb forward by Abs. He's actually got a lot of damage onto Vanny, and he's eventually had to back off. Denia picks up Smear in the end. That's 1 frag for him. Denia actually pistols down Atomic as well before being brought down by Lava Extract, and the fight is still happening. Lava Extract once more hits off 1 rock onto Tom, just misses the second one. Tom serves away beautifully. Adiski going to be picking up Perez as well. Vanny picking up Lava Extract in the end. So ultimately, Publicly are the ones to lose this mid fight, but
AMS is behind. Unkai's run to last. AMS is behind. He's going for the block. 1 rocket onto the scout, jumping him into the wall. Clean rockets from Ams, and he's bought so much time. He wants to 1v1 Tom as well. Misses the air shot. He's still challenging Tom.
He can do this.
MGE right now, and Tom's low on health. Ams is just holding middle by himself.
Look at all this room he's created. He's picked up a 2K, and at the same time, Vanny's going to be trying to make some plays happen. Atomic picks up Vanny in the end, and you know, Unkaya, he's still holding on to this. Smear went down somewhere in the midst of that. He's only just getting his respawns as well. So this is the 100% Uber that Unkaya's got to work off. He's... Oh! Ams has actually fallen to Denia. Denia on a sliver of HP is going to try and back out. Perez says, no, sir. I'm going to chase you down to the ends of the earth, and does manage to pick up that frag in the sewer area. But Publiclir are looking in such a solid position now, CommanderX.
Yeah, I know. Like, AMS combined... Like, at the same time AMS was doing that, Smur got a sick bomb onto Skeege as well to take him down. Just winning both fights simultaneously has put him in a great position now, taking control of middle. 60% Uber advantage, and they want to move serves with it. Denia back on Sniper, Vanny on Soldier this time though. Mixing it up, just keeping them guessing, but either way, it just seems like with this Sniper, Tom is left pretty isolated on the flank. And it's a weakness they've exploited a couple of times already. But the score's still 1-1 in this deciding map, as it looks like it's going to be an Uber through actually. AMS going deep, gets a lot of damage onto the scout. Now will be followed up by Atomic. They chase the Sniper out as well, but might be able to get Tom, but Alava runs out of rockets. Perez is there. AMS has got the Sniper away. They've actually got 3 frags out of this.
Yeah.
Skeege has Uber, but surely they'll be able to force him.
This is going to be critical now. The way Comfortably Spanked play this is all going to be on them, as they do pop out the Uber now, and Ams is just really happy to get all the way out. Lava Extract going to be paying him his life in the end, and the respawners have just come up for Comfortably Spanked, so I think they are going to be able to hold on this. But Unkaya, they know they're going to play the long con, and here we go. This is the re-attempt now. They need to pick Unkaya if they want any chance of winning this, and the fight is already kicked off. Ams picks up Manny, making it 2Ks. He picked up Hank as well. Dania on the back lines manages to pick up Unkaya. That's exactly what they wanted, and they can still play this now. Atomic going to be falling to Tom in the end. Ams going to be trading with him, picking up that frag, but still, the fight is kicking off. Skeege, Perez is deep on him. Can he pick up this frag? Thought he could juke it for days. Ams with the follow-up. Lava Extract finally finishes him up, and oh my goodness, they've absolutely destroyed them.
Another absolute just mess of a fight. So many people dying. Kaya dies with Denia early on in the fight, but somehow Comfortably Spanked they just can't stabilise. Like, Perez gets loads of time to try and kill Skeege. The soldiers get loads of space. They're trying to cap 2 now. Hank's going to run in, and Lava with some nice rockets to save himself. Stop denying Hank the 2K. And now this fight's going to kick off again on CP2. AMS and Lava both waiting for arrows. Kaya's desperately trying to fight it. Meanwhile, Ams is just trying to fight everyone. Now comes Lava.
Atomic! He picked up the backup! He just ran behind. I believe he got a pick as well. But that's going to make it 2-1. 2-1 to the side of Publiclir, just really taking advantage of the confusion there and the chaos. I wasn't even aware it was kicking off as well until the last moments there. So, honestly, incredible stuff.
Yeah, absolute nonsense. Like, these fights are so scrappy. Atomic gives up on the DM fight for once and just goes and wins the round. And now this middle's going off again. 12 minutes left. Round lead just in favour of Publiclir as AMS is going to get all over Adisky. Larval's going deep as well. They're trying to regain the high ground now comfortably. Spanked, and they have done. There's such low health on Publiclir. Surely they can finish off these frags to go down. And now they're on the chase. There's only one player left. Actually, Larval's behind on skis. Larval's got
my
two.
goodness.
They're still cleaning a lot of people up right now, but once again, Onkaya has just left the fight. Adisi's going to try and chase, but he's surely too far away. He's just going to settle for some cap time on CP2 once they cap middle. But I imagine Adisi's going to be challenged straight away by these respawning Publiclir players.
This is going to be interesting already. You do see Adiski. He's got, oh my goodness, he almost paid with his life. He only just got out there with that little surf, and still he has detted the stickies and unfortunately didn't get any players from it. But they are going to be holding on to this Uber advantage. Very passive positioning on this mid now by the side of Comfortably Spanked. They do have a round disadvantage. Publiclir holding really the game in their hands really, with 11 minutes 20 seconds remaining. They need to make something happen here, but look at Publiclir pushing through the sewer area. CommanderX, they're going to see if they can make any frags happen.
Yeah, they're going to chase down Denia, but he lands on the health pack. Denia will go down, but he's taken so long to die, and he's allowed the rest of the team just to get out. Atomic's trying to push the flank hard, but Tom has him covered. Publiclir going to have to regroup, but look at Larval hiding in the sewer area. He's right behind Aditsky. He jumps up just for a time, but he should still be able to get him. Well played from Larval, catching out the enemy demo man there. He'll pay with his life for it, but he's opened up for AMS to come and kill Skeege.
What?
And Comfortably Spanked just being pulled apart here. So sloppy from them. And now Perez and Smear just have to keep Kyra alive. Vanny's moving in. They are going to give up mid actually. They're going to concede the position and wait until they have more people. Tom's trying to go deep. Sort of beefs for Surf though. Makes it easy for Perez. Now they're coming in. Vanny's in the corner. No one's seen Vanny.
No one's spotted him. No one's spotted him. This is crucial. He beeps one rocket, two rocket, three rockets. Finally bringing down the man himself. And Kaya's going to fall, but eventually falling to Perez. And you really, I mean, those mistakes can cost you in some situations. But with 10 minutes remaining, one round disadvantage, this is entirely doable for Comfortable Spanked. They can, oh my god, they picked up Ams as well with that sticky trap from Mediski. So this is honestly absolutely brilliant for them. They can make some things happen here. Adiski going to be trying to peek that sewer area, going to be trying to make something happen. Atomic as well, getting some information for his team. And they could, I mean, potentially look to dry push this CX.
Yeah, why not? They've got the heal advantage still for a little bit longer. There are stickies on the point, but they will be spotted out. Kaya's now back in the fight, and actually the flanks are in favour. Good work from the flank again, and Atomic's gone all the way behind. Atomic, I think, is coming in for a big flank, but Vanny spotted him. They're in a difficult position now. Skeege is low. They clean up Atomic really quickly, and that's what needed to happen for Skeege to stay alive. But they nearly have Uber Comfortably Spanked, and it looks like Publiclir are just going to use this as an opportunity to buy time.
Absolutely ridiculous. Here comes the Uber coming out now straight away onto Ankaya. Vanny is not messing around him at all, but I don't understand how Ankaya gets out on half health there. That was like 3 direct rockets on him, but his teammates just ate all of them. And they've only got 1 frag because of it. Smear's actually picked up Skeege as well. Denia finally gets a frag onto Smear in the end. However, this is looking absolutely disastrous. Adiski with a big bomb forward. Going to be trying to bring down Ankaya. They do manage to do it with the double soldier aggression. Hank also doing this darndest to keep down Atomic. And he might actually get... Atomic has got the pack, so Hank really has to back out now. But what a beefed push by Comfortably Spanked. I thought that was in their grass there, but they just kind of made a little bit of a misplay there with I believe it was Vanny jumping in far too early and just got punished for it.
Yeah, I don't know where Skeege thought he was going, and now Skeege is in trouble again.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What? How?
It took so many people though. Like, it's probably basically just repeated the same mistake that Comfortably Spanked made, just committing so many people to the medic ends up costing him so much, and we're just going to see middle seesaw backwards and forth with back of this. Smear building up Uber with Onkaya. Hank's actually hiding in sewers. But Publiclir are nowhere near it. They're going to take their time with this. They do still have the lead with 8 minutes left. And now they've got their respawns. They want to take the fight, but Hank's behind them. I don't think they know he's still in sewers as they come into middle. Gaining all that ground. Vanny's tried to go behind. Atomic's gone to fight it. Vanny and Hank both behind right now. Denia's waiting on mid. Going to try and block the cap. That's all he wants to do.
They're doing a bloody good job of it, I'm telling you now, yeah. Tom with a big one forward, here comes the D-Ski as well. Look at that collapse, look at that damage. They pick up a 3k, it's just Larval Extract alive, and he's eventually going to finish himself off in the end. And that's a second point capped. Look at Hank on the back line, it's going to be finished up by Atomic in the end, but if they just wait now, if Comfortably Spanked, if they just wait, they have this uber advantage. If they get the players, if they get the buffs, this is going to be absolutely beautiful for them.
Yeah, great play all around. Vanny and Hank there setting up at back cap. A really nice shot from Vanny as well. And this has put them in a great position. They've got loads of time now. A big uber advantage, and we are pushing last.
This is very interesting, the way Publiclir are going to choose to defend this. They've already got Atomic on Sniper and a Sentry Gun as well, so this is going to be difficult. And they've actually picked up Den here as well, Larval Extract, really punishing the aggression. He's got the Force as well. This man, what is he made of? Really, how has he just pulled those plays out of thin air? And here we go, Sentry Gun doing his darndest. They've actually run heavy to last. Hank's going to be trying to make some plays happen. He's actually doing a bloody good job of it. Atomic going to be the second victim, if you like, of the Putis plays. But already Smear picks up Hank there with the lovely little pill. He is a walking machine gun at the end of the day, and ultimately Comfortably Spanked throwing this last push all to the hands of Larval Extract.
Yeah, he forced him in such a bad situation. Comfortably Spanked tried to commit anyway because they still had uber advantage, but they didn't kill the sentry. Like, Vanny almost spams it down, but no one's focus firing in it. So Perez just walks out of spawn, heals his sentry gun back up, and just from there they continue to commit, lingered too long, and paid the cost for it, and now Publiclir not only taking CP2 pack, taking back middle, still holding on to their Uber. Denny is back on Sniper, but it's going to take something big to stop this Publiclir momentum now.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning as well, none of these players have actually extended the server, so the server is due to run out. He's actually picked up Atomic there, Denny on Sniper. The server's actually due to reset and kick them all off before the game ends, so they need to actually extend this. But look at it, D-Ski's pipes. Picks up Larval Extract when he stretched a little bit too far forward there. And was that Uber popped by Nkaya as well?
It was indeed, yeah.
This is going to be beautiful.
Yeah, here comes the repush right now. The soldiers go flying in. Smurr gets a 1-for-1 trade, but they've lost everybody else. Nkaya's walked away just in time. Atomic wants to take the fight though, as they do run back to last. Because they must have thought someone was behind.
Denny,
Atomic is
oh
behind.
my goodness. Yeah, he almost died to Denny actually almost lost that 1v1 when he was being healed. But here we go. They're looking to repush this now, pushing on to the second point, getting off that early spam. Vanny going to be trying to make some plays happen by spamming out that choke, just really trying to force them out of position and you know, force them from even coming into second. But they do have this hefty uber advantage, and they're looking to play it all the way through this IT area. Look at them just strutting through, not a care in the world. Vanny, look at that forward bomb! 1 rocket, 2 rocket, brings down Nkaya, they don't know what hit him. Tom also getting that follow-up frag. D-Ski with the pills, picking up P-Res. That's already 3 frags for him. And Atomic, he's got no choice but to back all the way out. He's going to be grabbing that pack. But really, at what cost? They've lost so many players from that, and they're going to have Uber advantage to push into last of as well.
D-Ski needs to be careful here. Atomic's just backing off, so it will be fine in the end. Atomic now looking for a flank the other way, run straight into Tombo. Will be taken down. Larval's gone deep behind now as well. We'll just about lose that 1v1 with Vanny, and it's looking good right now. 40% advantage. They've got him on last once again, but they botched their previous attempt in this. They need more focus and to not be forced so early. And you see them actually going... They're thinking about going on Uber. They're actually taking quite an aggressive stance in lobby right now.
I don't know if I agree with this at all. They could just wait for Uber.
Yeah,
but...
they've waited now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Alright. It's good to see that they're listening to the open player, yeah. But, this I am worried about this server reservation. It is going to end in 3 minutes. Someone needs to extend this, otherwise the game is going to like cancel. But here comes the Uber, popped out. Sentry Gun doing a lot of work, but already it's going to be going down straight away. Vanny going to be picking up the kill for that one, and Tom big put forward. Look at that aggression. And D-Ski picks up Nkaya over Pill, and here we go. This is completely winnable. Can they do this? It's a 1v2. It's just it's not going to be enough. The cap just comes out in time with 3 minutes 25 seconds remaining. The scoreline is 2-2. This could still be winnable without going to a golden cap, but honestly, from what we've seen so far, I wouldn't be surprised if it does go to a golden cap at all, CX.
I've been told Sim has extended the server, so rest assured.
Okay, good.
One of these teams will be winning, the map will not be ending. 3 minutes left, 2-2 on the clock. Smurf super weak at choke already, look how defensive Publiclir have to be. Larval comes and challenges Tom, trying to make his team space. Larval now wants to go behind, has opened up a lot of space.
Oh my god!
Look at him go, he's got so much damage, there's a scout on him as well. Hank stops him for now, but he's gained his team so much. And AMS and Larval on deep onto Skeege. Skeege is so low, he runs into PC. He's somehow safe, but here comes Perez. Surely Skis can't get out.
He's a magician, surely. If he gets out of this, no way, no way. Lava Extract is on him. Unless he does the surf of a lifetime here, and his team's here to back him up. They can overextend like crazy. They pick up the frag. Lava Extract picks him up, even with the help of the team to defend him. That is, honestly, what a ridiculous play there, picking up that kill. I mean, I thought for sure he was going to get out there.
Oh wait, Kai's alone at choke now. Smur's arriving just in time to protect himself against Vanny. They do stop Atomic getting the cat vote. Risky play right now from Publiclir. 2 minutes left. They've got this full Uber. It's in their hands right now. Like, I don't think they can lose it from here, but they can certainly win it. They've seen where he's put his stickies on. AMS trying to jump through, but just lands exactly where he doesn't want it though. Gets taken down between Tom and Adiski. Now it's going to buy him a bit of time, but Publiclir going to move through PC area instead. Tom's going to see him coming though, so Comfortably Spanked should be prepared for this push, as they look like they want to go top. No stickies. Larval making his way through. They want to try and get CP2 without losing right now.
Oh, yeah. What a shot, Vanny. Brought down to slivers of HP. Larval Extract really putting those DM skills into work. And here they go. They need to get this kill onto Skeege if they want to make something happen. Larval Extract picks him up on the back lines. And Ams has picked up Denier as well. And here we go. They can still make something happen. They picked up 2 frags. They don't have heals. They're going to be trying to push, basically brute forcing their way through that shutter area. The collapse is here, however, by the Comfortably Spanked guys. Smear did pick up Vanny with a beautiful pipe, but they're looking to replay this now. Coming through this lobby area. Am's going to be trying to make something happen. Tom is doing his darndest to make something happen. Look at this, Adiski. Look at this damage by this man. Unbelievable stuff. And I think they've actually successfully defended this. How have they done this? Tell me, CX, how?
I don't even know. It seemed like it was just Publicly played it exactly right, and then they just couldn't find the damage. Like, I think the crucial thing is Smur started sticking in the point instead of focusing down players, and it just cost them. Like, that lack of damage allowed Adiski. You see how Smur did no damage to anyone because he was sticky in point. Adiski puts out some, like, good enough damage. That means his scouts can get a 3k, cleaning up off the back of it. Now there's 30 seconds left, and Publiclir just holding, really. I don't think they have time. They're on Vaccinator. I think they're going to go for it, just because they might as well.
24 seconds. They need to make plays happen, and they need to make it fast. Here comes the collapse. Larval Extract and Ams actually. Oh my goodness, did Skeege actually pick up Ams there? I think he did. Lovely little arrow across the map there. Going to be picking him up, and this is still defendable. I don't think they're going to be able to do this. 9 seconds on the clock. Here comes the Uber. It's a complete collapse, and here we are. We finally made it. This is the first golden cap.
Look at him run. Hank can't hit it. He's going to bleed. After it ended though, and that's a golden cap in this third map.
I'm surprised it took this long, to be honest. Like, finally the third map, but I'd imagine this isn't the only golden cap we're going to be watching tonight with all these teams that are playing. But this is ridiculous, honestly. This TF2 is incredible. I mean, some people don't like the sloppy TF2. You know, where there's a lot of frags, where maybe the pushes aren't as perfected, you know, it doesn't really kick off, but it has its own little charm, you know? It's got its own little charm.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, really back and forth. We're going to a golden cap right now. I don't know how long it's going to be until the actual golden cap itself. Whether we have time for logs, not time for logs. Risk it?
Let's go with it, you know? I'm a betting man. Let's go.
Okay, let me. So, I think I copy and pasted the right log. I did. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that's on screen now as well.
It is indeed. Yeah.
Hopefully I gave Sim enough warning. Yeah, just sort of ramble to it. But yeah, we see Larval, AMS, and Smur. Big damage on all of them. But again, like, they're not able to convert that into anything. Like, you look at Perez as well, like, sick KD, so many cleanup kills.
31 frags.
But they're not converting it into pushes, you know? Like, they're winning these DM fights. No one, like, they're hitting their shots. Like, 27 to 24, joint top damage from Roma is great. But they're not converting it into anything. Like, on Kai with less deaths as well. Just not able to finish anything off. It's almost silly how they're not leading. Like, even in the last game, you saw like fat stats coming out. They just can't turn it into rounds.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. From what we've been seeing of this, I mean, Denier gave them an absolute terrible time towards the start of that game, and when Denier started to off-class, well, when they clocked the sniper off-class, when they finally got, I think it was a 2-round lead, or maybe it was only a 1-round lead, they clocked the sniper off-class, so we did see Denier return back to his roots there on that scout class. And still, they just could not capitalise on it. Perez was getting, I mean, even though he did absolutely put in bits, and the rest of the team of Publiclir were putting in huge amounts of damage, really setting up a lot of these kills. It was really falling apart at the last moments when they, I can't quite remember if it was from when they were just trying to push, basically, just balls deep. Like, they were taking fights too aggressively and overextending because of it.
Yeah, I mean, you do see Denia and Vanny kind of, like, the combination of Denia, Hank, and Vanny did get a lot of clean-up frags.
Yeah.
I think, again, it just lends itself to how scrappy the game was. One thing that's kind of odd to look at is if you look at Atomic, like, Atomic is the sort of guy who enjoys playing in scrappy games, and you look at his KD, like 14 to 26. This should be the exact kind of environment Atomic can do well in, but he's just really struggling. I don't know what it is.
I mean, you know, sometimes there's not everyone can be the top fragger. You know what I mean. Someone's got to be at the brunt end of things. But I do get what you mean by his KD. I mean,
I think Tom just shut him down at every point.
Yeah,
like, I don't know if like Tom.
If we look at the PvP
read
kills,
him like a book.
Look at the PvP kills. That might give us more of an insight into it. So where do we see this?
No, we just see Perez and Larval stomping on people is all we really see.
Yeah. Tom getting absolutely destroyed by Perez, but that's understandable with his bombing attempts, Perez. And I mean, Perez does take up a lot of the heals, but I think, yeah, it does have merit what you were saying. Atomic, if he just dies a bit less in these fights and plays a bit smarter, you could potentially see that this scoreline, this very close scoreline, starts to drift to the side of Publiclir. But the game has begun. The golden cap for the final map of the first round of games. We still have actually 2 more best of 3s to come up. I think CommanderX is going to be sighing off mic now, but here we go. This is the mid fight going to be kicking straight away. Larval Extract going to be doing his darndest to really get some early aggression off. A lot of damage coming out onto a D-ski with those early stickies, but both teams really just trying to meet head on. Denia trying to take the fight. Dunamis getting up a lot of damage. How was he actually finally forced to Atomic already? Oh my goodness, they've been absolutely munched. 4 down now on the side of the comfortably spanked guys. Their medic has survived. Which may just get out.
Atomic's behind. He's got behind.
I think he's going to do this, surely.
Perez has ditched him though.
Oh, what a
big scout buddy! Oh my god, I could have been so much better. Perez arrives too late now. Atomic commits to the fight and Perez doesn't. And that slight miscommunication could have cost him here, as Skeezer's going to be able to hold on to his Uber. There's still a lot of work to do. They are on their own CP2, but they've got an Uber advantage and they can move forward with it right now.
This, yeah, as you were saying, this Uber advantage is going to be absolutely crucial for them. Just them not getting that medic pick as he was trying to escape from the match could potentially cost them something. Larval Extract goes in for the early force and actually gets off tons and tons of damage, but ultimately they've dropped 2 players. Look at that, they're all weak. They're waiting for their arrows. They've already got 2 frags, so they can just really take their time and take their buffs, and they've actually picked up amps as well. How have they done this? This mid-fight is going to be capped up, and they're going to be taking this momentum all the way into second already. They just need to be careful of these sticky traps, but I think there's none in this choke point. Here they go. They're going to be making their way in CX now, and we're going to see if they can make any plays happen.
Larval again gets stunted in the air, completely baited out. Going to get an arrow, but he's getting so much pressure. Surely Larval won't be able to get out. He does somehow though, and they do pick up Hank. But all it is right now is a time-buying exercise. They're actually going to Uber out.
Okay.
They come in. Really ambitious plays from Publiclir right now. This could be all or nothing. AMS won't be able to get out. He's so low. But Smurs picks up the frag onto Denia, and he's still fighting the point. He's putting on sticky damage. He needs some backup. Here come Atomic and
comes the
T-Rex.
team.
They're going to be surrounded. Hank's trying to survive, but it's trying to arrive even, but it's going to be too little, too late. Atomic's going to clean up too. And they're still fighting it. Here comes Hank. Here comes Tom. Surely not. Atomic is just denying them down for a point so hard. He's doing such a great job there for Atomic, not overextending, just holding his ground, not letting anyone in. And they hold on to CP2 there. Great play from Publiclir after that ambitious blocking attempt.
And they're still looking to carry this momentum straight in CX. We do see them. A lot of damage coming out to them already. Tom is doing his darndest to deny them, but Larval Extract, the one to be coming out on top there. He's going to be trying to pick up that pack, and he has got it without falling. So we are going to see this aggression coming out by Publiclir. Once again, trying to make these plays happen. They have picked up this midpoint now and comfortably spanked. They are going to have this Uber if they just hang on to it for a moment longer. 95% on the clock. Here we go. They're looking to repush. The Uber is going to be popped out by both these teams, and this is where the plays begin to happen, as they are just really, it's a battle between these two sides. If they can get the better positioning, it really, either side could win this. And they've already dropped 2 players each. Larval Extract going down to a lovely build by a D-ski. The fight still happening. Really, they're all just going to get munched in this IT area. They've dropped so many players. Everyone's weak on the side of comfortably spanked. Skeege is going to have to drop, he's going to have to back out here and get these heals. Hank is going to fall to Perez's pistol as well.
Atomic's on last on Skeege!
What?
He's gone super deep, he's forced Skeege back into spawn. Can't get him over. Resupply will protect the Dutch medic. But what great play from Atomic and Perez in that potentially very scrappy fight. But they just played together, held their ground, focused down the frag, and all of a sudden, this situation's reversed. Publiclir are in a great position to take this golden cap, to take this best of 3 series and move forward into the semi-finals.
Yeah. Now, we do see, look at this now, AMS on Spy. Now, this is interesting, and I mean, if you are just joining us, as this is your first intro into competitive TF2, we are in a golden cap, which essentially means there's no time limit on the map. It's the first to cap it all the way to last, and this is interesting. Now look at this sack. This is very weird. He's over to Spy. There's even positive. Look at Denia. What? This man, he's a master of disguise.
He's gonna kill him.
I don't understand TF2.
Oh my god. What
is going on?
They're behind them on.
Look at this. They're gonna get the back cap.
AMS for Snake, delivers to last on Spy, steals the best of 3. Right, can we just so let's look at that in terms of what happened in what order. So Smur takes forever to come through this first door, right? Eventually, by the time him and Kaya commit, Smur's dropped. The only other person with Kaya is Denia, who's obviously a spy disguised as a scout on Kaya's team. He Ubers him for ages, absolutely ages, all the way out to the point where Denia can use the fading bits of the Uber to kill the medic who was Ubering him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, AMS and Atomic, was it? And AMS on Spy as well.
AMS on Spy, Atomic go for the back cap while this entire clusterfuck of a game is going on in the sidelines. Honestly, what in God's name just happened? I've never seen something so EU in my life.
Both Spy plays worked out really well, I guess.
Well, clearly more in the side of Publiclir, as they are the winners of this map, and ultimately going to be the ones moving to the semi-final. Now, I'm disgusted. I don't even want to look at the logs.
You know what I will say? Just briefly looking. Can I bring up the logs quickly for the golden cap? Whoa.
Load them up. Yeah.
There we go.
Then.
Okay.
I don't know if then. Yeah, okay.
We talked about it as well. You know when you said Atomic had a bad game? Or bad
Oh
map?
my god,
what a great time to have a good, however long it was, a good 4 minutes. So obviously these stats were a little bit skewed, but what a time to have a really good performance. Just great cleanup, not overextending, not trying to go for these big flank plays and actually contributing a lot more to his team.
It was, very interesting to see. He really turned up.
One thing that's quite funny in all of this, considering they lost the golden cap, Ski shouldn't even die. Kaya died twice.
It's bizarre.
They're all a bit
really
skewed because of the short period of time, but just utter nonsense. But Publicly go through. At this point, obviously, it might be worth looking at who else went through in the quarterfinal. So Lego, unsurprisingly, beating Stevie Wonder's aiming school?
Something like that,
yeah. But they beat them 2 straight maps. The other games were much closer. Happy Farmers against Serpents. Happy Farmers actually get knocked out in 3 maps. When it goes to a 3rd map, they get knocked out.
Yeah.
PC Master Race against DD and 5 Abs. PC Master Race get knocked out across the 3 maps. Both games go into 3 maps. Probably the underdogs, really, in reality, winning in both of them. Publicly narrowly avoiding an upset in this one. Absolute chaos. So I believe if I can figure out brackets, that means Serpents are going to go play DD and 5 Abs, and Lego are going to play Publiclir.
So a bit of a rematch from week 1.
A rematch from week 1.
Yeah, between Lego and Publiclir. We'll see if they can learn from their mistakes, and we're gonna. I don't know which game we're gonna be covering, but I'm more shocked at Happy Farmers going out to Serpents. Even though Serpents have got some strong players, I'm not gonna lie. Shadowburn's taking a break from the game that shall not be named, and he's playing a bit of TF2 recently, isn't he? So he's gonna be playing for them, and this is going to be an interesting tournament that we've got on our hands. This is going to the semi-finals between 2 teams I would never have expected to make it this far.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation in terms of what we watch next, because part of me wants to watch this rematch,
Yeah.
part of me thinks Lego might just crush them, and then watching Serpents against DD5 Abs would be very interesting. I don't know.
I don't know. How long have we got until the next game?
Not long.
Not long, so do I have time to get this 2-day-old leftover pizza and consume it quickly?
From what I can see, TD and 5 Abs, everyone's just waiting to ready up. Also, for information's sake, the Russian roster is Dika on Medic, Nesh and Kenzie on Scout, Shadowburn and Shayu on Soldier, and someone on Demo Man who I don't actually know. I do not recognise his alias.
I don't know what's going to be the better game.
Presumably Russian.
Yeah, I think I kind of want to watch Serpents because of Shadowburn.
Should we watch Serpents against DD and 5 Abs?
Yeah. Let's watch them. Watch them because if the week one's anything to go by, Lego might just roll Publiclir again.
Yeah. Let's watch Shadowburn.
Yeah, I want to watch Shadowburn. I'm gonna once again go to the toilet because I have got through. How many litres of water have I just drank? I don't know. 2 litres of water I have drank in that one game. And I've only got one more. I'm gonna have to make a quick pit stop. So I'm gonna leave you once again to talk into the abyss that is Twitch chat. I hope you don't mind.
It doesn't seem like I get a choice, but okay.
No, I'm leaving you. See ya.
How rude.